This is the Voices of Misery podcast. This show isn't for the easily offended, so PC police on patrol stand by. You've been warned. Now, let's join the nerd and nerdette with another podcast for that ass.
Hello, what's going on, everybody? It's the Voice Misery Podcast. I am the nerd. You are...
the nerdette.
There you go. The reason why I wanted to do it that way is because we recorded a drop like we talked about the other day for our friends. BJ, he has a show, and we've recorded a drop, and apparently it's getting pretty good reviews. Did you see the post online? The one fan of ours, she did mention that she heard the drop and it came off really good. So I guess he played it already. So we got to go back and listen to it.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, we got to go back and well, I mean, it's been blowing up the Twitter today. So
I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out and hear the drop live and how it came off on the air.
Every time I hear it and then I go to look,
yeah, it
disappears from my phone.
Well, because one of us is checking.
Yeah,
it, so.
You must be looking at the same exact time. So. Well,
this morning I woke up and there must have been like 100 notifications, but they were already looked at by you. So I'm sitting there like, wait a second, what's this? What's this? What's that? What's that? You know?
I know.
But anyway, this is the Voice of Misery podcast. You guys know what time it is. I actually met up with a friend today, and I wanted to talk about it from the MI Stuff podcast. His name is Kelsey Hutchins. We're going to be in his show next Sunday. Now, we've been flirting with the idea.
We're going on his show, or he's coming on this show?
We're going on his show, and then I think we haven't ironed out the details, like when he's going to come on ours, because we got a lot of shit coming up. So I was like, maybe like a week or two after that, because I don't want to do them too close together. Okay. He's going to come on ours and do the Voices of Misery podcast. So looking forward to that. I met him today for the first time. I actually stopped by his house just because I was driving through the area. And we talked for about 20 minutes or so. And we have a lot in common. It was pretty awkward the first 30 seconds. Like when you meet somebody for the first time, it's always awkward. Like, what do I say? But after that, we were just talking like we knew each other for years. It's like meeting up with an old friend that you haven't seen in a while. So I know this episode's going to be really fun for you guys. So when that comes out, we'll tweet everything out and all the information. He does live shows. We do live shows occasionally. Tonight we're not doing Twitch because we just don't feel like it. So.
Well, it's a school night. And,
school night, yeah.
We might have to pause and got stuff going on.
Yeah, so we're not going to do it tonight. We're probably going to do that this weekend when we do our next one. But anyway, he was a cool guy. Can't wait to have him on. It's going to be interesting. We're going to talk about a lot of weird, deep topics because, we're the kind of guys that just like to go places where a lot of people don't want to go. So I think it'll be fun.
Wait, what? We're going deep. See, you can't just bitch slap me like that.
No, I mean, it's like going down a rabbit hole. You just start talking about things and shit, and things just kind of happen.
God! See, you had 20 minutes alone with him, and I don't know. I'm going to be just at a loss of what the hell's going on.
Well, he's listened to a few of the shows, and he likes the dynamic that we have, so he wants us both on there, and I like when you're on the show as well. So we're going to do a Discord thing because he when he does his live shows, he records like the audio and video. So he does like a thing where it's kind of like almost like a Joe Rogan type setup where he's got like the cool cameras and shit, and everyone's got a microphone, and the camera flicks back and forth and shows people. I was like, yeah, man, like we kind of like our anonymity right now because I work full time and we talk about a lot of crazy shit. People know that already about us. But anyway, keep an eye out for that. Watch the Twitter page at Voices of Misery, and if Facebook ever comes back. If it ever fucking comes back, it'll be up on there.
Have you heard from them?
No, I tried to log in today, and it keeps doing the same thing. Oh, we're reviewing your documents. All it is a fucking picture of our logo. That's all it is,
But they didn't ask for that, right? They asked for your...
They asked for my, driver's license and shit. I'm not giving them that. I mean, what I'm waiting for them to do is just reject this, and then I'll just say, fuck it, here you go. Because I want that page back. It's got all our shit on there. I like the way that was going. We were in certain groups and things that I kind of enjoyed, but we'll see what happens. Tonight's going to be an interesting podcast. You want to know why?
Why?
Because I took a gummy tonight, and it's the first one. It's a funny gummy, so we'll see how this thing goes. We'll see what happens, man. But anyway, do you have anything you want to add to the introduction?
No, I don't think so.
How's your week going so far? The garbage is getting picked up tomorrow. You were freaked out a little bit.
God damn it, I forgot to put it out again.
I know, that's why I wanted to say that,
Shit.
to see what you say. Now,
I didn't fucking put it out.
This is just an example of how bad our memories are. We
were literally just freaking talking about this before we hit record, and I did not put the damn thing out.
I don't know why.
I gotta write it down. Because my only thing is, I'll forget, and they'll come before 5 o'clock in the morning when I'm awake.
Let me write it down, because
okay,
you've got a lot of shit on your page, because tonight we're doing our pay-per-view
predictions. Man, I would be so pissed if we missed the garbage.
Yeah, that would suck. So you want to start off with this thing, or want to end it with this thing?
Well, we can just blow through it. Like, are you excited for it? You're probably not even going to be here to even watch, right? So it's going to be me?
No, I'll be here for it. I just don't even know what the card is anymore. So this is going to be a surprise to me, because we're, of course, going to do the Clash of Champions prediction card, because I beat your butt last time. So I'm the champion right
listen,
now.
I don't think you beat my butt. I think you beat me by
2
1.
or 3, I think, right?
Baloney.
Well, someone pull up the audio. Please pull up the audio.
I don't think it was that bad. But that's okay. I'll give you 1 win to my 10.
No, it was like 2. I think we're like 2-1 right now. I don't think we've been doing too many of these.
No, I think it was more than that.
But anyway, listen. So we're going to do this, right? We're going to do a Clash of Champions preview, and then we're going to move on to other things, because we don't really want to talk too much about wrestling, but it's kind of become a thing of ours where we kind of preview every single pay-per-view just to kind of do it.
Because we do have wrestling listeners, too. So this is to satisfy them a little bit, show how stupid we are when it comes to wrestling, and then basically move on.
You're absolutely bad at this. So anyway.
All right, you ready to
start this thing
And
off.
I don't know if these... I guarantee these aren't in order, but this is the card I have. So the first match I've got is the no DQ, Roman Reigns versus Eric Rowan. And Roman Reigns will win that.
I mean, do you think it'll happen that way, or do you think it's too obvious? Because the thing about them is, like, is this in order of the match card, or do you not know?
I don't know. This is the card that I pulled up. This was the order that the card I pulled up had. So I don't... Probably not, but this is what I thought. I don't know. This is what I've got.
If this is the... I have to think about this before I make my pick. If this is the order the card goes in, let's say hypothetically this is the order, then Roman Reigns wins. I think Roman Reigns wins in a very uneventful match. I can see this one going either way, though, so I'm not going to make my final prediction first. Are you want to make yours first? Or you put the spot on?
I did immediately. Roman Reigns.
Oh, okay, because I didn't see you do the highlighter.
Oh.
So which color are you going to be?
I'm pink.
Well, I could be pink, too. Don't gender identify me, goddammit.
Well, no, because I like pink.
I don't... All right, so you're saying Roman Reigns. Okay, I'm thinking this could potentially be the match that decides who wins this. So I'm going to go Eric Rowan. Because Rowan's been getting slapped around a lot. I'm thinking something happens, and I'm thinking he goes back with the Wyatt family, the Fiend or whatever. And I'm thinking this is it.
You think he's going back to
I think so. I think he's going back to Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt's got his own thing going on.
Yeah, something tells me he's going back to the family. So I'm just going to go with Eric Rowan here, because I can see this.
What's he going to do? Stand in the background of the Firefly?
Maybe he's going to be a character. Maybe he'll be like the mailman on Mr. Rogers, where he just kind of shows up and does that shit, you know?
Oh my god. Okay. Cruiserweight Championship, the match we really don't give 2 shits about. Gulak. See, I don't even know these people's names. Humberto?
I don't know.
And Dorado. I don't know who and Gulak is the champion, so I'm just going to stick with him because I don't know who the other 2 are.
Whichever one you're going to go with, I'll go with the other one because I don't know who these. Well,
there's 2 other ones.
Oh wait, what was that? It was Drew Gulak. All right, I'm gonna go with Gulak too because we always pick him.
Yeah, just because that's the only name I recognize, but that's because I don't watch that. So, at all. Is this coming out? There we go.
All right, so we both picked that one. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know anything about that match, so I really can't talk about it at all.
The Women Tag Championship.
Okay.
Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross versus Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville.
Mandy and Sonya are gonna win that match. Alexa and Nikki are just... Alexa can't have a friend. She just can't. I like these 2 together, and every time Alexa gets a friend, they get cooler and cooler. I liked her with Nia. I liked her with Nikki. I like her with Nikki Cross, too. Like I said Mickey, not Nikki, because I'm sure people were like, what did he say? He probably said, same thing twice. But Mickey James, if you haven't forgotten, was a part of wrestling, and she came back. She had very, unmemorable return. She didn't really do much of anything, but her and Alexa. They did have a friendship, if you remember correctly. And... every time she has one, it kind of implodes and they break up, and I'm thinking this is when they lose the tag team belts. Mandy and Sonya...
They just got them.
I know. I'm thinking they fight at the next pay-per-view. I don't see this lasting very long.
Okay, well, I'm going Bliss and Cross.
Okay. Mandy, I mean, this is a setup match. I think I'm losing this one big time. I really do. I'm just going. I'm making some shitty choices.
I don't like Mandy.
I like Mandy.
Of course you do, because you're a man.
Because I'm a man. But I like Alexa too. Alexa's the best thing in there.
The SmackDown Tag Championship.
We're really blowing through this shit. You can see how much we care.
New Day, who are the champions, versus the Revival. Who's the Revival again?
The guys that say they look like gym teachers. They're all out of shape to look like fucking gym teachers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the fucking stupid song they got.
I'm gonna say New Day. How long has New Day had the championship?
I didn't even know they had the championships.
I didn't either.
I'm gonna go with the. I'm just gonna go with the freaking Ghetto Revival.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go with the Revival.
I'm excited because this gives me something to watch on Sunday, but I really don't care.
These picks are all over the place. What else we got? What's next? We don't have any background on the matches because we don't watch this shit. Not much.
The Raw Tag Championship. This is Seth and Braun versus Dolph and Robert Roode.
So this is going to come before the main event match, and I think they're fighting in the main event, right? So they're double booked, basically. I think
Seth and Braun are double booked.
Okay, so
right.
Yep. So what happens is Dolph and Robert Roode win the tag team belts here.
Oh, see, it's on a different page. I was getting confused. Okay. So what did you say?
Seth and Braun are losing because they're fighting later on in the day. It's going to be a set of drama.
What? You think so?
It just makes sense. Why have them win the tag team titles and fight later on in the day? I think they're going to turn on each other in the tag match. They're going to start fighting and can't wait till later now. You know? I'm thinking that's what happens. So they're going to be fighting.
Dolph Ziggler.
Really? They're two guys that need something to do and two guys.
Why are they in the goddamn match?
Because they're throwaway tag teams. That's what you do with guys you don't know what to do anything with. You just put them together and call them a tag team. That's what WWE does. Vince Russo would have done that. He would have had a fucking point behind that shit, but not everyone's a good writer.
Alright, I'll agree with you on that one.
Alright, we're talking.
Because otherwise they're just going to keep going back and forth with that other championship, and that's just stupid.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so...
If that came after the world title, then I would say maybe like Seth beats him in the other... I don't fucking know, but that's what I think is going to happen, those two.
Okay, another one we don't give two shits about. The Intercontinental Championship. Mm-hmm. Nakamura, who's champion, versus The Miz.
The other guy.
The Miz?
Yeah.
I was just going to say The Miz, too. I don't like Nakamura at all.
I don't like either one of them. But they kept talking about The Miz at his 9th championship on the portion that we watched.
Yep.
So, yeah, I think he gets it here. Nakamura's fucking terrible, man. He's fucking god-awful. The pure shits he is.
United States Championship. AJ, who's a champion, versus Cedric Alexander. Why is Cedric Alexander in this match?
He's getting a push. I'm thinking AJ wins, though.
I know. Why?
I don't know. More diversity. I think they're trying to push diversity. But
AJ needs to win that.
I'm thinking AJ wins.
I
He's just a good person with the belt. He's one of those guys who's just good with the belt.
I can't see him without the belt.
I know, he's so
when
good.
He doesn't have a belt, he needs one immediately.
Yeah, exactly. He's very good holding a title. He's just a good champion.
And Cedric Alexander, of all fucking people.
Yeah, this is a throwaway match. AJ beats him. It'll be a good match, though.
Weird. Okay, SmackDown Women's Tag Team. Oh no, it's just a match, right?
The women's title, yeah.
It's Bayley versus Charlotte.
Bayley
The two most hated. I hate them both.
Bayley, I thought you were coming around on Bayley.
Yeah, but then Sasha came back.
Oh.
So
Bayley wins.
When's the last time that Charlotte had the
It's been a very long time, but Bayley wins this match easily.
So then you think Sasha's going to win the other one?
Yep, Bayley and Sasha win. I'm going with those two.
Then Sasha loses on Monday.
Probably.
She can't hold that belt.
The thing is she's a heel now, so she'll probably hold the belt for a while. I'm liking the thing that Bayley and Sasha are doing together, like their chemistry. I think they're doing a really good job together. They come across as best friends on TV. It always felt forced with the other ones when they had best friends, but those two genuinely seem like they care about each other because they do in real life. They're actually best friends. So I really like their chemistry. I think that's what's going to happen. I think we're going to see Bayley and Sasha come out on top. I mean, Charlotte just picked up the win over Bayley on the pay-per-view, the SmackDown preview.
Yeah, but she's not doing anything. You can't have Charlotte, and I don't like her, but you can't have her sitting there and doing nothing.
But you can't turn her hated either. That's why Roman Reigns hasn't won a belt in a while, because they don't want to fucking keep forcing it. Because I think they're finally listening to the fans. They said they're sick of Charlotte, they're sick of Roman Reigns. I think they're listening to an extent. Because people keep bitching about Roman Reigns, but he hasn't won a belt, and he hasn't really won too many matches. And even the ones he does win, they're like throwaway matches that no one cares about, you know?
Alright, I'll say Bayley.
Damn. Our cards look pretty identical.
No,
the
there's
first
a couple.
Yeah, the first couple are going to...
There's like 3 matches that we didn't line up with.
So we went 3, then 4.
And this one I don't think we'll line up with. Or maybe you'll surprise me, I don't know.
Kofi and Orton?
Yeah.
Oh, Kofi wins.
And see, I'm going to say Randy Orton.
All right, there we go.
Because I think Kofi has had it way too damn long. I think I said that the last pay-per-view.
He has, but Orton just has no character, and even
that doesn't matter.
But even though he takes months off, he comes back, and people are still bored of him. He's so bland.
Didn't they fight the last pay-per-view?
Yeah, they did. I'm about to say I don't remember, but yeah, they did.
See?
Man, we blew through this fucking thing. I'm happy with that. Oh, we still got a couple. Oh my god, there's more.
There's 2 more.
These are gonna be like 7
Let me
hours.
flip my page.
Oh, you're using the good one, the one I bought you on.
Okay, the Raw Women's Championship, Becky versus Sasha, and I think we're both in agreement here.
Sasha.
I think Becky's going to lose.
Yeah, Sasha has to take it. Becky's been a champion since WrestleMania.
Yeah.
She needs to lose.
But I don't think she's not going to keep it long. Well, I don't think so.
I think what's going to happen is going to be Sasha and Charlotte again, because I don't know. I'm thinking maybe they flip partners.
See how we only get passionate about the Tifa?
Yeah,
belts?
I mean, because we don't care about anything else. What I'm thinking happens here is I'm thinking Sasha helps Bayley win. So Charlotte wants a piece of Charlotte, or Becky wants, or whatever the fuck. Charlotte wants a piece of Sasha. And then Bayley helps Sasha beat Becky, so Becky wants a piece of Bayley. And they flip opponents next time. So I'm thinking that's what happens. But I could be wrong. I normally am.
Alright, and then the last one is obviously Seth versus Braun, and I'm going to go Seth.
Seth keeps the belt. He's not going to win, but he keeps the belt.
Oh, so something's going to happen?
Some shenanigans. Seth keeps the belt. I mean, he keeps the belt, so he wins even if he loses by DQ or something. I'm thinking Seth loses by DQ, but he keeps the belt.
Didn't I say?
Yeah.
I said within 20 minutes we will be done with this card. And for the first 5 minutes, we were just BSing.
Well,
these fucking pay-per-views, man.
Well, I mean, like, we have as much interest in wrestling as the fans do.
But did you see how many matches was that?
A lot.
And it starts at 7.
It felt like we were talking about wrestling for hours, and we just burned through it in like a minute.
11.
Mm-hmm.
11 fucking matches.
I had a topic.
Oh god, this is miserable.
It's so bad. You were supposed to send me something this morning.
Oh, I have that.
What was it?
Would movies be any different?
Oh, okay. So this morning I asked you a question while I was driving to work. And
I answered it in 2 seconds.
Now, we were talking about... And now certain movies I think will work in the opposite direction. So I was in the car and I was listening to the radio for once because I burned through my podcast pretty quick.
See, no, that's not fair.
Well, it wasn't the radio. It was Apple Music, which you have access to.
Oh,
if you want to use it, you can. It's there. And I was listening. It was like a movie soundtrack. It wasn't Footloose. It was like it was the Kenny Loggins song. I'm all right. I think it might have been Caddyshack or whatever the movie was. I'm thinking to myself, this guy's great with movie soundtracks and music in general. So I'm saying to myself, like, how would certain movies be without the main theme song? And not just the main theme song, just like a certain song that you put with that movie. Because Titanic would have been a great movie without My Heart Will Go On. It did add to it, and it fit. But the movie would have been great without it, you know?
But that's what the music is there for, to make you feel or
to
whatever.
Enhance.
Yeah.
So, can you think of any movies that would completely be crushed, even though they're good movies, without the main song or whatever it was?
The only one that I could... Like, I'm sure there's many of them. But the one that I thought of immediately was Saw. The first one.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know what you're looking at. I can't remember. But the guy is on the ground that was dead the whole time. And then they play that creepy-ass fucking song and he gets up. And, like, you're like, what the fuck just happened?
Do you think there was a moment or the movie itself?
I don't. Well, that was the best damn part of that fucking movie. That's what made me love the movie. Was that one? That one part made that movie for me.
It certainly enhanced it. Now, like Indiana Jones to me wouldn't be the same without the song. If it was just like some, you know, and like that was the opening music.
Movies would be boring without any music.
There was some.
They would all be boring. You need music.
One that you like? Didn't you like that one black and white movie without music, and it was like an old school movie? Something that you said you loved the movie and you hate black and white shit.
Oh, Pleasantville.
Not Pleasantville. It was another one. There was another one, like another movie that you said was really good.
Schindler's List.
Schindler's List.
That had music in it.
I never saw it.
Every movie I've ever seen has had music in it, and the music helps it. I don't know.
Like certain movies, like some in the 80s, you just had random songs in there, like
like Goonies. Schindler's List. It had like if I'm not mistaken, like it had. I don't think it would call it a symphony, but like it had instrumental stuff going on. Sure. It just wasn't like, you know, words to music, like that type of stuff.
Now, like Ghostbusters is the one that would be crippled if it didn't have a soundtrack. Because, like, to me, it would have been a cool movie, but the song added so much more to it. So maybe I should just rephrase the question.
This is the thing, right? I don't like musicals at all. Mm-hmm. Period. I don't like plays. I don't like movies like Mamma Mia, or what the hell was the one that won all those awards not too long ago?
My Big Fat Greek Wedding or some shit. I don't know. I don't know. Like I bet Tony Danza and Neil Patrick Harris was.
But I don't like movies like that. And when they do it to my TV shows and they have like a whole musical episode, I hate that
all the times, like Glee.
But movies just having a song here or a song there, you know, I think I don't know. I think it's good.
Yeah, I mean. I guess I should rephrase the question. Like, would the movie suck without it? I'm sure they all would. But do you think like some songs enhance certain things other than others? So, like for instance, like I was saying, the Titanic scene where, you know, she had her arms out and he went behind her and almost threw her in the damn water. He should have thrown her in the water.
What?
They play that song, and it's like you feel in the moment more because of the song. Just added so much more to the scene. You know.
Same thing with
Rocky.
Mm-hmm. And Bodyguard with the Whitney Houston song.
That's right. That was another good one.
Like, I mean, movies have to have music. If they don't have that type of music, like a soundtrack like that, man, that would suck.
Yeah. Do you think like music in general, like, kind of adds something to a scene where like you can make people believe more in something that would be lackluster without it? So let's say if like there was a scene where they go like there's like a shootout about to happen in like Clint Eastwood movie. The Quick and the Dead, where he goes, you know, like he reaches for his belt at the certain moment where the song hits its high point, you know, and then it just does it again. Or like Beverly Hills Cop when they're playing it, you know, and they're like a car scene or some funny shit. See, like, do you think
that's awesome?
Do you think like you can use any song in any situation, just make it better, no matter how bad it is?
No,
or it's
got to match the movie, like the Beverly Hills Cop one. Like, that matched that movie. Like, I don't know. It matched it.
Makes sense.
You can't just have, like, some, like... Can't be... If he's, like, doing his stupid banana in the tail...
banana in the tail part,
if he's doing that, you're not going to play some freaking sad song behind it.
The Titanic song playing through that shit.
It has to match the movie. You can't just put any random crap in there.
No. Like, the thing about music, though, do you think, like, some music is just so powerful that it can really transform anything?
Can you imagine Rocky, like, just out in Russia?
Ghostbusters.
Going through the freaking snow with, like, My Heart Will Go On playing instead of freaking whatever the hell it was. I don't think it was Eye of the Tiger. It was something else.
Hearts on Fire.
There you go.
Oh,
like,
man.
Yeah, that got you pumped. You wanted to be out in the snow with him, like, we could do this shit.
Yeah, because, like, there's certain movies I can't watch all over again, but if I hear the song, I can, like, see the scenes in my head. So, do you think you could take any song, if the song's powerful enough, and insert it in, like, a real-life situation? So, say, like, you're watching a video on YouTube of, like, a lion mauling a child.
No, what?
If they're playing, like, the fucking Hearts on Fire song to it,
that's horrible.
Is that going to make your mind think,
no,
oh, this is kind of cool?
That's fucking horrible. Why did your mind go to these... Man.
Because my gummy's starting to kick in. That's why. That's what I'm thinking.
No, you think this shit all the time.
Yeah, but now it's more fine-tuned. It doesn't feel as crazy.
I think you need to start hanging out with the Fiend. That's what I think.
With the Fiend?
Yeah,
oh my god.
You need to start hanging out with some other people.
I don't know. I think he maybe turned off on my thoughts. shit and cracking a little brewski.
Weirdo, man.
So anyway, it's the beginning of the week. Actually, it's midweek. It's Wednesday now. I don't know where the hell my days are going. It seems like a really long week.
Because you had all last week off. I was thrown off because our garbage day was messed up last week. And I woke up this morning, I'm like, oh my god, it's fucking Wednesday. So...
It just feels like it's dragging. And see, we just did something that we said we wouldn't do anymore, that we have an intro. We're dating ourselves. So it's going to be like a Friday or something we post this.
Oh, I thought we were posting it tonight. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done that.
Oh, no, we can't. It doesn't matter. You know what? We don't give a shit.
But did you see how many downloads you got for your solo?
No, how many I got?
I don't know. I don't have it in front of me, but like...
Was it good?
I think it's like 70 now, and it was less than 24 hours, so...
I haven't
there
looked.
you go.
Yeah, the daily numbers are going up, which is freaking amazing. We appreciate everyone for listening to the show.
That's because it was your solo. Finally, you decided to freaking do one.
Well,
it's been months.
No, I did one, a couple weeks ago, right? I just didn't want to post it because I didn't feel like it was...
Did you delete that?
No, I didn't delete it. I still haven't listened to it. I mean, but I don't think I dated it. I was really drunk when I did that one, so I don't want to post that one up.
Our listeners are dying to hear it. I haven't heard it, so I have no idea what the hell was said.
Maybe I'll re-release it as a lost episode. Maybe if we ever decided...
With the caption, I was drunk.
Yeah, shit. I guess we can caption every episode for the most part. Then we've done like 120-something odd episodes, and I think out of those 120, I would say alcohol was involved in every one that we've done. Except for my solos. My solos, I'm normally sober except for that last one.
Because you're at work.
Yeah, so I did explain that in my last podcast. I was like, listen, man, I think I might go back to the gritty sound, the original solos, because I think those had some charm to them, because I would always just record off the iPhone and post it from the iPhone seconds after I said my last word on the podcast without any commercials or anything like that. No music, no intro. I think I might do
but that's the problem because now we have a setup in here. We have all the intros and stuff here on the computer. So if you do it at work, you're not going to have all that stuff unless you wait till you come home.
Yeah, so I was thinking maybe like just doing that and just posting them that way, because then it sounds grittier and it sounds like the way I used to record them, and maybe that's what people want to hear. I don't know. Because, I mean, the podcast did change, and it did, certain things happen that we said we wouldn't do, like have commercials or introductions or music or anything like that.
Not really commercial, though. It's an intro.
No, we have a commercial that plays, and for people in Michigan, they hear another commercial that plays for our friends at the gutter place. I hope they're selling some gutters and blinds and keeping people safe. Especially because that harsh winter's coming, man. Michigan gets fucking slammed. If I had a broken garage door, I'd call these guys and fix them, And it's funny, too, because they come on at 30 minutes into the show, or almost at 30 minutes into the show, so I'm leading them right into that commercial. Give me some damn money already.
Seriously, it's been over a month, right?
It's been over. It hasn't. No, we started in August. The ad roll started playing in
August 10th.
Yeah, and only people in Michigan are getting this right now. Everyone else is like, what the fuck are they talking about? I know. So anyway, we had these, and I don't think we talked about this yet. What? So about this right here. So we can just bring it up now. So we got this company in Michigan who they do like garage doors. They fix like the auto whatever, like you press a button, your remote, your shit opens up by itself without you having to touch it. They got this, and they reached out to the podcast, and they wanted to do like a mid-roll position on our show. And mid-roll means like anything after like a half hour. So we did at exactly a half hour. So you're going to hear me cut off in about a minute if you're in Michigan. If you're not in Michigan, you're not going to hear shit. Because like they only wanted to pay for their area, obviously.
Which makes sense. They're a local company.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like Home Depot who doesn't give a shit. It's them. So these guys are like, all right, well, we'll pay you for every so-and-so amount of downloads that you get in Michigan. All right, cool. So we're like, fuck it, let's throw it on there. And it's an automatic thing that plays, courtesy of our podcast host provider. And they just throw it in there. So, yeah, that's going to happen. And I think it's kind of cool that happened. The whole, like people reaching out to put a commercial in there. It was freaking awesome. Like, I mean, I never thought it would happen. And I was telling Kelsey, our first year expectations really blew, us out of the water. Like, what the hell we thought was going to happen and where we're at, So I thought it was cool. Oh, you want me to keep notes too? Or
no.
You're the note taker. That's what your job is.
Yeah, because at least we can read my handwriting.
Yeah, my handwriting looks like fucking shit. I'm looking at it right now, and it looks like I'm writing it upside down.
You'll pass me a note, and I'm looking at it, and something different comes out of my mouth because I can't read what you're saying.
Do you want me to tell you what the note said?
No, it doesn't matter anymore. This was like weeks ago.
Do you want to bang circle wire end? That's exactly...
No, that's not. No, that is not.
No, the people at home are like...
That is not what it said. It was... No.
But you understand, the people that are listening probably hear these setups that you're giving me, and they know exactly what I'm going to say before I say it, because they've been listening for a while, and they know that I like to jump on these moments where you give me a softball to jump on.
Fucking hell, man. I can't. It's not fair.
Oh, my God. So what are we going to do this week?
I don't know. Sammy's got her art class on Saturday. Mm-hmm. So we'll be doing that. Which means the other one's going to be asking for a toy. So, there's that. So instead of spending $10 on an art class, we're going to be spending probably $30, $40 because the other one needs a toy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't understand why we always have to do this.
Because you made the mistake of letting her do it the first time, and now it's a routine. So now, every time we do this...
I felt bad.
I know.
Because she gets to go to an art class.
I know. No, I wish that Jenna could have a little group or something, too. But I don't know of any down here.
I don't think there is any for autistic children.
I'm sure. Oh, there's got to be. This is a very...
sensory-friendly place.
Yeah, sensory... Like the whole county. It's just... I don't know where they're located or what. I don't. Who knows? Yeah, who the fuck knows?
I mean, like, I would really like to get her into something, but yeah, just like you said, I mean, I don't know. It's unpredictable. And the thing is, like, we'd have to trust her somewhere with other people.
And I would like to put her in the art class, but then I would have to be there. Mm-hmm. She needs someone with her, like the whole time. So, like, that's the thing too. She's not like an independent. She needs someone there to give her direction and like be right there. So
it sucks. That
really makes
does.
It more difficult. So yeah, fuck it, give her a damn toy.
Yeah, we get her like a small toy, and I think that's where the whole one small toy thing came from. With
her.
Because our kid, she does this thing where she leaves sentences hung on so you can answer it for her. So she'll go like, "We're gonna go like take me to Blue Walmart and I can get a." Yeah. And it's like, small toy. Yes, please. And she go.
I was talking to her teacher today.
Yeah.
And
does she do that?
She doesn't do that, but you know how, and the people listening probably don't even give a fuck, but you know how she, like, will once in a while give you a look, and then she'll smirk and twist her head, like, she'll turn her head, and then she'll just lean in, like, with the weirdest look on her face, like, random, out of nowhere. And I asked the teacher, I'm like, does she do that to you? Because I freaking think it's hilarious. She goes, oh yeah, she does it at school all the time. Like, she thinks it's funny. Like, she's like the little clown in the little group that she's with. So I don't know.
A group of like
she's
friends,
good. Or in her one small group,
like a study group or breakout group or something. Yeah.
So she's got like she's got a personality on her.
She's just a little goof. She like certain things are funny that I think is very annoying sometimes. But I know why she does it, because you give her a reaction. So let's say she go 2 + 2 is 5, and then she waits for you to go, no, it's not, and then she starts,
yeah,
she laughs,
and then it's repetitive, and then she'll do it over and over and over again.
It's sunny outside when it's raining, because she knows it's not, and she'll start laughing about it because you give her all the attention. You go, oh, Jenna, no, it's not, and she knows.
What are you supposed to do? You can't just sit there and ignore.
Well, it's cause and effect, you know. So I don't know. Autistic kids are strange. You don't know what's going on in their heads.
Because she's got it, I don't know.
Like, you don't know if, like, she's going to start believing in the shit she's saying because they take everything so literal, you know?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so, like if she goes, oh, it's raining outside when it's sunny as hell, you know? And if you ignore her or if you say something to her, I don't know if she's going to be like, yeah, well, this is rain now in my head, because they're wired differently.
See, that's my problem. I watch too many YouTube videos.
See, you go down that rabbit hole. I go down weird shit.
And from the videos I've seen, is they autistic people take things literally. So if you say the sky is freaking purple, they're going to think it's fucking purple.
Yeah.
And even though they're seeing blue.
Head, yeah.
So, like, if she's asking a question, I'm going to answer it. I don't know. The whole Call of Duty thing. Oh, like, God. I know that is because of my reaction. Because I do freak out. Like, if I'm getting attacked, like, will you stop hitting me? Give me a second. I'm trying to do something.
Can we talk about that for a minute, by the way? How, like, you try to, like, rewire the game's programming by telling it can't do something?
I'm like, you can't hit me right now. I'm trying to get ammo.
It's like, you know, you can't do this. You can't run fast. You can't kill me. And it's like, dude, they can't hear you. They're sprites on the screen.
Oh, God. I get so aggravated.
Fucking it. Now, what would you do if, like, you can't hit me and all of a sudden, like, all the zombies froze in the screen? They just waited for you to do what you had to do.
Please, just give me a second to finish what I was doing before you killed me. Just give me a second. Oh my god. So she does that. I did get a reaction with the game. And so she'll definitely play that with me. Mm-hmm. With the freaking Call of Duty crap.
We were supposed to look at they have a Call of Duty zombie game for the iPad. We were supposed to look at it, but we didn't for some reason. I don't know why. I was going to buy it for her.
The other day we were out grilling. Come inside and she's got my controller playing DC Universe.
Yeah.
Just flying around.
She got better.
She started hitting the cars that were going by and thought that was hysterical.
Come back, car, come back.
Yeah,
car,
chasing the cars.
Yeah.
Like, she thought that was hilarious. So.
And every year it happens around the same time. She starts getting interest, and I'm like, maybe we should get her a system. And then she doesn't play or show interest at all for months after Christmas.
Yeah. So, like, really, is a system worth it?
I was thinking about maybe doing a Nintendo Switch. I don't know why I keep going back to that. I want a Nintendo Switch.
Because you want it.
I want one.
Where is it going to go? Because obviously you're going to want her to play it. So where is it going to go?
She can come in here and play with me once in a while, but I want it for myself more than anything.
Exactly. You're not going to want her to come in here and play.
Well, the thing about that is, like, I want baby games. I want something fun. I want Mario Kart. I want Smash Brothers. I want Zelda. Actually, maybe not Zelda, but I do like a Mario game. Zelda's way too intuitive. Like, you really got to, like, do shit with that. You got to solve puzzles and do things a certain way, and I'm like, do I really want to deal with that?
Puzzles are fun, though. In some games. Resident Evil used to piss me off. Some games.
I could not play that shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Some games I thought the puzzles were fun, and I didn't think Zelda was that difficult.
Yeah, I couldn't get into it. I really couldn't. There was something about Resident Evil 2, by the way, because like that's what I'm talking about now. The puzzles were just way too fucking boring. Like, I'm not going to go from one side of the mansion to the other, the back again, to put this key here, get this thing, and combine it to make this and do that again. I'm just over that shit. I'm like above that right now in my life with video games. All I want to do is jump on a turtle, pick it up, and throw it at a fucking Goomba. Okay, that's all I want to do. I want to jump on oh man, I had a buddy of mine, as a matter of fact, that tried to do that shit back in high school. There was like a turtle. No one saw it because we got pissed off that he did it. Right?
Oh my god, really?
Yeah. Like we're at this place called the Duck Pond. It's in Middlesex, New Jersey. And it was a place where you kind of go, and there's like a little, like a boathouse where you can kind of hang out. It looked like a scene from Friday the 13th. And you would just kind of hang out there. We used to smoke our cigarettes, or our parents couldn't see us, you know. And we go there, just hang out. We're sitting there smoking cigarettes, like laughing and joking. And like our friend, I think his name was JP, I forgot what his name was. And he like walked off. And he was by the water. We thought he was peeing or something. And all of a sudden we heard, fucking shit. And I'm like, what the hell? And we looked over. And he was jumping on the turtle, but he was trying to like stand on it. But he'd like jump on it, and he didn't crack the shell or nothing. I mean, this story, the thing was fine. So I'm going to preface the story by saying
that. It was traumatized. It wasn't fine.
But he jumped on it, and it did go into its shell, but it was really slow. It wasn't like an instant thing, and he kicked it, and he hurt himself. So because it was a big ass turtle, it was like the size of a fucking like the size of this laptop. We had a 15-inch laptop, so imagine it was had a really big shell. It was like a massive one. He jumped on it and it went back in, and then he tried kicking it, and he hurt his foot because he was wearing sandals, and it was just dumb. Like, why the fuck did you do that? And we were like, dude, what are you doing, you fucking moron? He's like, dude, it's like Mario Brothers, and then he finally like scooted into the water, and then it went straight down, and then it came back up, and it was like swimming away. So it was fine, but you know, someone actually jumped on a fucking turtle shell thinking it was a Mario game. He was stupid. He's a really dumb guy, and we were pissed. We were like, dude, don't fucking do that. That's an animal, you know. That's one thing.
I hate fucking people. That's a perfect example why I hate people.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, like he wasn't really a friend. He was just kind of like an acquaintance.
God,
he was a friend of a friend.
What?
So.
I mean, what would even make you... No.
That's one thing I never tolerated was cruelty to animals. I always thought that was pretty fucking bad because they're innocent, and all they want to do is just live their lives, and we're just fucking with them, man. You know?
That's horrible.
This gummy's kicking in. I feel good right now, man. I feel nice. I feel nice and relaxed. I haven't felt this relaxed in a very long time.
Are you gonna sleep?
I sure fucking hope so. Last night I slept pretty good.
Did you?
What do you mean? What?
I don't think you did.
I think I woke up a couple times.
Because when I woke up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, the laptop was off.
Yeah, no, it turned itself off because the battery died.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the battery died.
I figured you had gotten up and shut off because you were downloading WoW last night, and it was taking forever. And I
turned it a certain way so then the light flashing.
Yeah, and when I woke up in the middle of the night, I'm like, oh, the laptop's off. So obviously he woke up again. Yeah. But okay, good. I downloaded World of Warcraft. This is for people that don't know what WoW means.
I don't know what made me do it.
I don't know what made you do it, because the last time you played, you hated it.
I didn't hate it. I was bored with it, but I don't know. I'm just trying to find something, man. And we've been playing games for a very long time. I think we're at the end of our rope here with it. And we downloaded DC Universe. Well, not downloaded, but we paid the subscription for it, and just couldn't really. I don't know. It's just not really happening for me right now. It's not. I don't know. We just did it the other day to make a couple new characters and just play for a little bit. We had fun doing that. But like now, like I'm back to work. We haven't really fucked with it. Played for like 20 minutes yesterday and turned it off.
Yeah, but there's supposed to be a DLC coming. You said
a couple weeks.
So, now it's a couple weeks.
Wait, what's today's
date?
So
was this a pointless subscription?
No, I think it's coming out soon. I have no idea. We got to look at that again. Someone's probably screaming it. Like the one DC Universe player out there is probably screaming it right now at the fucking whatever the hell he's listening to this podcast on his steering wheel or some shit. Who knows? Other than that, what?
We got the Alec Baldwin roast coming up on Sunday.
Go ahead and talk about that joke.
I don't remember what the joke was, but it was a basketball player like roasting the hell out of Caitlyn Jenner. And I was laughing. I don't remember what he said.
He said, "Thank you for giving your daughters daddy issues." Oh,
from all the rappers and the NBA players or something like that. That was good.
And he said, "You're just like your kids. You don't want a white dick either," or some shit. That's what you get, or some shit that he said. Really funny stuff, man. And Caitlyn, to his credit, he laughed the whole time.
Goosey.
Well, I mean, it's Bruce. He's fucking Bruce. I mean, he should be lucky I'm even saying Caitlyn. It's Bruce.
I don't know, but I love roasts. Comedy Central roasts are freaking amazing. So, and that's on. They usually have one a year.
Yeah, I don't remember what last year. I don't even know. They're really good.
I don't remember who last year was either. But it's Alec Baldwin. He's been in a lot of stuff. He's done a lot of things. So I can't wait to. I don't know who the other comedians or the other people on the dais are. Do you? I didn't catch anybody's faces.
So I think Anthony Jeselnik probably, and of course you're gonna have Jeffrey Ross,
who's usually good.
Yeah. Oh, he's always. I don't think he's ever disappointed once. His one show wasn't that good. Like that one roast show he did wasn't good. But
that's horrible.
Yeah. Him and David Tell did a show, which was really good. They had like a short stint on YouTube. It's like a 5 or 6 episode thing, maybe. I don't even know. I watched it during the wintertime, I think, when we were in here playing games. I was watching it. It was pretty decent. He had a couple good lines on there. Him and David Tell were just making fun of each other and bringing people on stage. It was like a 2-man show. Just kind of improving, talking jokes. I enjoyed it. But it was definitely a disappointment, that show he did. It was like Jeffrey Ross roast everything or some shit.
No, it was like historical people, wasn't it?
That's the one. Okay.
And I thought it was going to be hilarious because it was him. And then it was a bunch of comedians or whatever playing these characters, but it was so stupid.
Yeah. I
didn't like it at all. So I only gave it like an episode. And I'm just like, nah, this is just not my type of comedy. It was a different type of comedy that I like. Mm-hmm. That's all. Like, I'm sure people like it. That was not for me.
That's fair. That's very fair.
The one dude used to be fucking hilarious, and he died.
Greg Giraldo.
He was freaking hilarious, that dude. Did he commit suicide, or did he just die?
He committed suicide, and a lot of them do. I don't know what it is.
God, what is it about being funny? He was so fucking funny, man.
Well, and this is how I think it goes down with people that are funny. I think what it is you use your humor as a mechanism because you're insecure about something. I'm not saying like you make fun of people because you're insecure, but I'm thinking like you don't feel like you have a place and that your place is to make other people laugh. Mm-hmm. So it's like you project the exact opposite on the outside as you feel inside. So like me personally, when I was in school, I didn't know I was depressed until I got older and I was diagnosed with it. So I was always like a class clown when I was younger. So I would always like try to make people laugh, and I didn't know why. Like I felt like I had to all the time. And even now, to this day, I'll like throw out like shitty jokes and whatever to make people laugh when I'm in certain social situations because I don't know how to deal with it. So you become someone different. And you called me out on this in the podcast earlier. How like if we run into somebody at a grocery store that I know,
you're not the same person.
I'm this nice guy, like this funny guy, nice people want to be around.
But your voice changes.
It's weird, isn't it?
It's not this voice that I'm hearing. It's you are a completely different person.
I had a chill down my spine.
Why?
Because I was reading, I went down a rabbit hole, okay? And let's finish this part. No, fuck it. We jump around a lot.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So I went down a rabbit hole the other night, and how like you just described me, I feel like I have a demon inside me. Like
oh
I'm
my
like I'm
God,
possessed.
Okay, so
I need an exorcism.
A nice demon is in there that
That's
just
weird,
happens to come out when you see someone in public.
What a good movie that would be.
You have a good boy demon in there.
How weird would that be to have a movie like that?
Or am I stuck with the demon for the rest of my life and the actual real person comes out when he's in public?
Who knows, man? What a mind, dude! I'm too high for this. You're fucking with me, man. So like, just imagine how much of a shitty movie that would be, where like a bunch of demons are walking around and like a good person inhabits them. That sounds like a comedy with like Seth Rogen and fucking Paul Rudd in it and shit, where a bunch of demons and like the nice guy
would
goes
have to
in.
be fucking stoned.
Of course, it's not funny.
He's not funny.
He's not. He's a fucking
He was
idiot.
funny in... Is it Superbad that he was in?
I think that might
yeah.
be, yeah. I think that was
That's
Superbad.
it, dude. Okay, we get it. You get high.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, move on. Like, is that all you're funny about? Is
That's
smoking?
That's it.
Like, I can't stand people like that. Like,
Yeah.
okay, we understand. You do drugs. So you don't need to do that in every fucking movie you're in.
Yeah, it's like you have to throw it in everyone's face. It's like...
I can't stand that
fucking
guy.
laugh. Oh, man, I want to punch him in his stupid face. But it's like back when pop was like funny, you know? Like when it's like... Because you go through different eras, I guess, in comedy, in movies. And with me as a kid, I think it was fart jokes. When I was like young, and it was like Beavis and Butthead era, it was like fart jokes and shit like that.
That would be the reason.
And then it was like stupid shit after that, like doing funny accents, I guess, like the Jerky Boys. Remember them, the prank call guys?
Oh, prank yankers?
No, not them. They were called the Jerky Boys. Way before then. They had a movie, the Jerky Boys, and then they had a bunch of CDs. And I guess it was illegal, and they got sued because they were recording real people and selling it for profit. So the real people, I guess, reached out and they got them shut down. So the Jerky Boys became no more. And they became jerk-offs because they were off the air. So the Jerky Boys were kicked off. I can't believe you didn't, because we're not that much apart in age, you know, where you wouldn't have heard of them. But they weren't around long. I remember I went to my friend's birthday party years ago, and their mom took us to see it. It was horrible. You all right? You got a little...
Yeah.
So tell people what the hell's going on with you.
I don't know. The last 2 days I've had problems with my chest and my back. And then for like about a couple months now I've had like this acid reflux or whatever going on. Yeah. And I don't know, last couple days, man, this whole chest area is just acting up and my throat is burning.
Shit. Ugh. Do you know like what you've been eating? Anything? Oh,
what do I eat?
Exactly what it is.
I eat spaghetti.
I know what it is.
What?
That Walmart pizza.
No. It was before that.
Really?
I've had this acid thing for a couple months.
I don't even know what
it's sauce. That's what it is. And like
sauce? You think it's sauce?
Well, yeah. I ate the Stouffer's meals. I stopped buying the Shepherd D spaghetti meatballs. Remember, because I thought that was the problem.
That's probably it. I mean, you eat a lot of that shit.
Yeah, but I haven't had those in a while.
I don't know.
So, but today I had a couple of the meatballs because I wanted to try them to see if they had the sausage in them, which they do, but I will still eat them.
Okay.
And then it started up again. So
I'll
it's definitely the acid in the sauce or something.
I'll tell you, I've been having this weird thing that goes on, and it only happens when I'm sitting down, and it only happens once in a while, where I'll be sitting there and I'll feel like a little like discomfort near my heart area, like a little bit of something, and it's not like a squeezing, because I don't want to say it that way, because then it sounds like I'm having a heart attack. But you could feel like almost like a gas pain kind of, but near your heart. And every time that happens, I freak out, because it's like real quick. It stops for like 30 seconds, comes back again, and I freak out because my dad passed away of a heart attack. And every time I feel anything with my heart, I'm like, oh my fucking god, I'm like freaking out, and I start hyperventilating, start feeling like cold sweats and shit.
So what are you gonna do if something happens to me? And you're just gonna leave me there, or are you gonna? Actually,
I thought we had that agreement already. But let me finish.
No, I'm not saying I'm not not if I'm not dead. But if I'm like having a heart attack or something, you're gonna call 911 or something?
Oh, of course I would call 911. Like, no, I'm not gonna freak out because you're having it. I freak out because I'm having it.
Yeah, but you don't want me to call 911 for you.
I just want to die. But listen, so I'm driving to work a couple of like weeks ago or whatever. It was like 2 weeks ago. And I start feeling this in my heart, and I'm like, oh, fuck. And I'm driving down the highway. I just hit the 60 mile per hour part where it turns from 45 to 60 and you're on this open road, And I felt that. I'm like, oh my God. And I'm sitting there, and I normally like lay back in its chair when I'm driving. I like to be comfortable. I was sitting up straight as a board, and I'm like freaking out, and I'm like rubbing my chest, and I'm like trying to like punch my chest. I'm pounding on it because I want it to go away. I don't know how to stop it. And luckily I had a carbonated drink with me. So I'm sitting there taking as many gulps of air while I'm drinking as possible to burp, thinking it was like gas that was caught there, right? And this feeling would just keep coming back, and it was like persistent. And I'm like, I'm going to fucking die. Like, what happens if I like have a heart attack while I'm driving? I'm going to crash the car, and I'm going to flip over a few times and just be there dying, and someone, and the car in flames. And this happens once in a great while, and I'm like, why is this happening? I'm on this diet where I don't, fuck around with horrible food, really, And I don't know what it is. It just came out of nowhere. And it comes and goes once in a great while. It's not persistent enough where I have to go see a doctor. Because I would if I really...
I don't think that it would be signs of a heart attack. I thought it was like pain down your left arm. And
it's
shit
numbness.
Like
Numbness in your left arm. Which I've had like once or twice because I laid on my arm too wrong or whatever. I don't know if I don't know. I freak out. Anything with the heart freaks me out.
Yeah.
So that shit... because like your heart and your brain are your two most important things. And my brain has been fucked up for life. And my heart, I just worry about that. But like I was saying, like my dad passed away of a heart attack, so that really accentuates the fear I have of it. And I don't know. Anytime I feel any kind of discomfort there, I freak out, and I just felt a little something just now, as a matter of fact. But that's gas because I've been drinking a beer. But I don't know, man. It's just I don't know. It's freaky as hell. But your thing is just heartburn, right? Or what the hell is it like? Acid reflux? You burp it?
Yeah, but
bile?
the pain in my chest and the pain in my back, it's just annoying.
So what is like bile? Do you taste bile? Do you burp it up or anything?
No, it's acid.
No. Oh man. Why don't you just see what I would do is just force myself to puke.
No, I don't need to puke or anything.
Oh.
I like my nothing. My stomach doesn't hurt or anything. It's fucking annoying.
Take the Alka-Seltzer I bought you.
No, is that what it is? Alka-Seltzer?
Yeah.
No, man, I need to get like Tums or something.
No, that works. I looked at the package. It does everything you need.
That shit tastes nasty. Why do you get like the grossest shit?
No, it doesn't taste nasty. It tastes like soda.
No, have you ever had it?
I have. I had it.
My dad forced that on me.
Half
I don't know how many
ago.
times when I was sick.
I don't mind the taste of it.
Drink Alka-Seltzer. Freaking, you gotta choke it down.
No, it's like flavored water.
Ugh. Well, maybe it's different now.
No, it's
I was
good
like
now.
a teenager, man.
It's good now. You said choke it down. It's not. It's like it's a drink. It turns regular water into seltzer water with the flavor.
Yeah, nasty.
See, I don't mind it. Just close your nose and chug it down. It makes you feel really good, really quick. I like that shit, man.
I didn't think that was for acid.
I get some fucking Rolaids tomorrow. Man, we're getting old.
No shit.
We're getting fucking old, man. So how do you think you're going to go out? Because you were asking me about death a little while ago. About like you on the floor. Like, is that how you think you're going to go out?
Hopefully I go out in my sleep.
That's what I'm hoping. Ideally, I think that's what everyone wants
probably
to
be
go
you
out.
attacking me.
Attacking me while
I'm
trying
sleeping.
to get laid?
Yeah.
How about you gagging on my dome? That's what's going to happen to you.
So fucking dumb. But hopefully that's the way I go, just like my grandmother did. Just freaking whatever. Heart attack in my sleep.
Is it peaceful? Is it peaceful?
She knew she was going.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever talked to someone that knew they were going to die.
I'm trying to think.
But she knew. She called me the day before. She was trying to get a hold of my father. It was a whole thing. We had come home from Key West.
And she
knew.
Yeah, I remember. I heard this story before. But tell our listeners, because it's weird. It's creepy.
We had gone to Key West for vacation. I was 17. And we came back, and my dad had gotten her gifts or whatever and wanted to see her. I came home from work, and my dad was working, so I answered the phone, and it happened to be her. And normally, and I love my grandmother to death. It's just, I'm a teenage kid, I don't really want to be on the phone with you. And she always knew that. And she was just like, is your dad there? And I'm like, no, he's working. And normally, she would be like, okay, well, let him know I called. This time she didn't do that. She kept me on the phone for over 30 minutes. Just talking. For like no reason. For no reason. Asking me about my day, how school was going, how many friends I'd have, and, asking me about my sisters, and like all sorts of shit that she never asked before. And I thought it was fucking weird, but like I went along with it, because, I loved her. It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just like I got home from work and I wanted to freaking call my friends, Yeah. But, so the next morning my father went and saw her, dropped all the gifts off and whatever, and I had gone to work. And he came home. I left and went to my mother's house because my grandfather on my mother's side had passed away.
And how long ago was that?
That was 2 days before.
No, fuck.
So I went to that funeral, came home from that funeral, and found out that my grandmother on my father's side had passed away. And I'm like, what the fuck? At 17, I'm like, that weekend, both of them had, on both sides of the family, had passed away. But like, yeah, that was like the weirdest thing. But my dad said he had a weird conversation with her that day too. And it was just like she fucking knew. And then she went home, went to bed, had a heart attack in her sleep, never woke up.
Well, she had the kind of like the ideal quintessential death that everybody wants, because like, who doesn't want to tie up loose ends, and who doesn't have that one relative that there's a lot of regret?
And she was able to. Like, it's the weirdest fucking thing how that she talked to everyone that she wanted to. She did not die until she talked to everybody. It was fucking odd.
Is it coincidence, or do you think there was something out there that like let her do that? Like, maybe she had such a good life that like, she was allowed.
She was in the hospital 7 times that year for heart attacks.
So,
like
do you think she was allowed to have that last moment? Like, she was told?
I would hope so.
And the reason why I bring this up is because there was an episode of The Twilight Zone where a man went and told someone, hey, you have 24 hours to live, go tie up your loose ends. And the guy was like dragging everything along.
Maybe she had a dream about it.
Delayed death. Maybe.
You know, maybe she had a dream about it, woke up and felt it was coming or something. Maybe she just didn't feel right.
I've never seen you so gassy, man. You're fucked up.
No, I don't know what the fuck is going on with me. I really don't.
Damn, your health is all fucked up. But we'll have health updates to make sure the nerdette is okay.
I'm fine. I ain't going nowhere, man. You ain't gonna get rid of me. You're fucking stuck with my ass. There's gonna be a lot of
solos if something happens to her. Holy shit. You'll be looking for a new co-host in the next one. Hey, I need someone that can put up with my bullshit.
Oh, God. You'll never find anybody.
No, I don't think so either. And I told people. No, I'll find somebody. I've always had people willing to put my bullshit. I just never put up with theirs. So you should be grateful I put up with your shit for as long as I have, you bitch. Hey, should we talk about that for a second? I want to go back to this death thing, but who the hell talks like that? I want to go back to this death thing, but first, have you ever talked about like what I say when the second we get off the phone every single time? I hang up the phone and I go, bitch, after every single conversation we have.
Listen, I can't even tell you how many times you fucking hang up.
But there was a couple times that I hang up the phone, but I think I do, and then you hear me say, bitch, you bitch, and you're like, I'm still here. I'm like,
fuck you. And you're like, oh shit, I didn't hang up? Like, no, you didn't.
And then I hang it up and I go, you bitch.
Fucking idiot.
Get the other one.
Yeah, I don't know why you do that. You do weird shit.
I hung up on my area manager today.
Oh.
So he called me, and I'm helping out this other location. I'm like training these people, right? And he called me because I declined a calendar invite for his call that day, and I'm like, well, he's like, he called me immediately, like, why'd you decline the call? And I'm like, because I'm at the thing doing my training. I'm training people, and the other manager's there. He can take the call. He goes, yeah, but you don't understand. Like, if you decline a call, declines every single call that's going to happen from him. I'm like, oh, shit, I'm sorry. Can you resend it? And we talked for a minute, and then like at the end, it was like autopilot. All right, click.
Did he call back?
No.
Did he text you?
No, he didn't text. But I mean, someone must have told him. My old manager must have told him, like, hey, this motherfucker just doesn't say bye.
You don't say goodbye. You don't say I'll talk to you later. You don't say it's just like seriously in the middle of a conversation, click, and all of a sudden it's dead air and he's not there anymore, and I'm still talking like
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
What is happening? I don't know. It's odd. It's fucking odd.
I think the last episode of the podcast that we ever do, we're just going to be talking, all of a sudden it's going to shut off, and that'll be our goodbye to everybody.
Like the fucking Sopranos?
Yeah, just like somebody's fade to black. Fucking.
See, I was raised in my family, like, you talk on the phone, and then at the end...
You kiss through the phone and shit.
You're like, okay, I love you, talk to you soon, and then you hang up.
Yeah. Oh,
it's just like, click, and you're not even done talking to him.
I can't help it. It's auto. It's like, it's just what I do. Now back to death, though. I do want to go back to death. Because, like, I think about death a lot. A lot of my days thinking about this now. Do you think it's going to hurt? Or let's say if you have a painful death. It only happens for a second, right? Unless
No.
unless you're burning in a fire or you're being drowned or something.
Or
but,
you're being stabbed and you're bleeding out.
I mean, like, we're not going to die that way because
don't know that.
We don't live that kind of a lifestyle where someone's going to drown us or we're going to burn up.
Doesn't matter. Walmarts are getting shut up.
Yeah,
we
true.
go to Walmart all the damn time.
Yeah, but the Democrats are taking the guns away, so we're all going to be safe.
Whatever.
No, I'm not going down that shit again. But we did way too many politics the last one. You got to say, you're right? Oh my
I'm
God.
fine.
Oh my God, that wasn't the table snapping. That was her legs cracking as she stood up, ladies and gentlemen. I could hear that.
Listen, you're acting like I'm 80 years old. I'm fine.
You're breaking apart. I'm breaking apart too, but
It's just a bad week. I don't know what's going on.
But like, when I think about death, what I think of is like, you feel pain for a second, but then it just all goes away. Like you don't feel any more pain after it. It's over. You know, you don't hurt anymore when you die. So even if you're getting burned alive, you're screaming, and all of a sudden, boom! It's like a light gets snuffed out, and it's over. You're not feeling the pain, even though your body's still burning.
10 minutes of burning.
Yeah, but doesn't
before you're
matter.
dead.
But doesn't matter because you're dying. You know, like, and you're dying, and it's over, and then there's no more pain. Like that, you could feel pain on a scale of 10, and then it's 0 instantly because it's over.
Well, I don't know.
This is the kind of shit I think about. I think about some crazy shit. Like, do you think you feel pain after you die? It's impossible. Like,
Probably.
Everything shuts off, you think?
Who say that your brain shut off?
No, your brain still stays alive.
Exactly.
For a couple of minutes, I think.
I don't know.
No, I don't know.
No
what
one
I
knows because
fear.
no one's been dead.
Well, some people die, and some people say they see shit. Some people...
Kiss my ass.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out of here.
I think you may see something when you die and you come back because your brain fills up with fucking DMT, that drug that releases from the middle vein of your forehead. That shit goes through your body and it gives you a natural high. It's supposed to be like hydrocodone or some shit. Like, you know, like you go under and they put you under and they give you that funny laughing gas shit. It's like it's a drug that gets released from your fucking brain naturally. And it's supposed to be a soothing mechanism for when you die. Your body knows it's dying, and what it does, it releases that chemical to kind of make it easy for you. It's like a shutdown valve, but it like makes you
How
feel
do they
good.
know that?
A lot smarter than me said it before.
So they were testing someone that was dying, sticking needles in them to find out what was in their blood?
Well, you know that shit that they put in your head when like you're laying in the hospital, and they put all those like suction cups on you with the wires that goes to the thing. They measure your bodies and reactions to things. So and that's what the EKG meter is. It goes up and down. That beep beep beep. That like when you go to watch an ER and someone's dying and you got their family crying and they're sitting next to them and that thing's beeping like a soap opera and shit. You know that the hospital scenes. The EKG meters measures your heart and your brain functions. So what happens when people die, and they've seen it when people flatline, the second before they flatline, that meter goes up and it shows from the middle vein where they put the thing that's where it's all coming from. And then, you know, when they cut...
How do you know all this shit?
I go down these rabbit holes. But anyway, when they cut things open, they look at the brain and shit. They tested what comes out of that one vein, the main vein that goes down the middle of your forehead, and it's DMT. That's the drug that people sell on the streets. It releases like a massive amount of that and a bunch of other shit like oxytocin, things that make you feel good. So they say that when you die, it's like a really good feeling for some. Like some people have said that, where it feels like a giant orgasm and you're high, and it's like the greatest. It's like the 4th of July finale at the end of the fireworks. They shoot off all of them, and it's beautiful. That's how a lot of people describe the feeling. And the reason why a lot of people see like relatives when they come back is because they're so fucking high, man. Because at DMT, they're like, "Whoa, dude, my brain gave me the good shit." Because you know what drugs are. No, you know what drugs are. Drugs aren't exactly what you may think they are. Like what they do is they just accelerate what's already inside of you anyway. So like you take something and it just adds to what you already got. It exacerbates it. Fucking, it's like throwing a match on a fucking like a tank of whatever the fuck that shit is out there. Propane, you know, it just blows up because the propane's there, but it needs the flame to ignite it. You know, that's what the drugs do to your fucking shit that's inside of you. You're looking at me like you want to fucking punch me in the face. You're like, why do you take that gummy before the show? And I was thinking too much.
I don't know what the fuck you're all talking about.
No, I'm rambling about, you know, fun, smart shit, you know, and it's the exact opposite of being drunk, I'll tell you that. When you're drunk, you're like, yeah, the fuck that. But now I'm saying good shit, so. I might have taught somebody something they didn't know. And that's what it's all about, teaching. This podcast is about making people smarter, don't you think?
You said that with a straight face? I don't think so at all.
No, not at all, for sure. You got anything to add to death and being afraid of death besides you want to break because you're looking at the time?
Not really. I don't like to think about it. Why? Who likes to think about it?
Well, we are getting to that age where we should probably think about something to leave the kids. And I'm thinking this house is the equity.
Well, obviously, it's already in their names. When we go, it goes to them.
Yeah, exactly. And did we do it? And I'm not trying to like be weird or anything, but did we put it in Sammy's name first?
No, we both had to die, and then they both get it equally.
Maybe we should have like a conservatorship in a couple of years when Jenna gets...
Well, no, let's see how they grow up to be.
Maybe she'll turn around.
No, I'm not just saying that. We don't know how Sammy's going to turn out either. You
know,
I got she's 11 and the greatest kid in the world right now. But we don't know. No, leave it the way it is right now because we don't know what the fuck's going to happen.
I'm thinking what we should do is do it 51% Jenna, 49% Sammy.
What? Why would you do that?
Because Jenna's the one that's going to need it. She's going to be the one that needs to have a place to live, and maybe like Sammy might want to sell it, and she can't do it without Jenna's majority decision because Jenna's going to need it, man. She's.
And then how is Jenna going to have that majority because she's not going to be capable to do it?
I don't think. I think she'll be smart.
Why are we talking about this stupid shit?
Because we're talking about death and preparing for it. I think we went down this weird path.
Man, you say my dad talks too much about this morbid shit. I don't want to be thinking about this stuff at all.
I don't know. No, like I want to die. He doesn't want to die. He just wants the attention of saying I want to die. I actually want to. My God.
This is like I'm surrounded by people that just want to die and talk about death all the fucking time.
Well, you're the one that watches serial killers. I think you want to kill us. You want to kill us that want to die.
It's different watching. If I'm watching it, you have nothing to worry about. It's people that, you need to worry about.
You know what? If you ever get, like, let's say I wake up tomorrow morning dead, right? And the cops come here.
You wake up dead. Dude, I don't know what's happening. This is okay.
The cops show up, and they think you might have had something to do with it, right?
I'm fucked. I'm screwed.
All you have to do is play this podcast and be like, listen, he wants to die, you know?
I'm freaking screwed. You can't go before me.
Yeah?
I'm too much into serial killers. The first person they always look at
and they will find this podcast. And they're going to listen to every single episode and be like, yeah, this bitch did it.
Because you think I know how to freaking log in and delete stuff? No.
Well, you want to know something? Yes. And this is what happened. He asked her for sex way too many times and she killed him in his sleep because she threatened it multiple times.
That is true. That is true. Get off my fucking ass, and we wouldn't have to worry about it.
Listen, you know how many women would love for their man to be so into them that they can't keep their hands off them?
Okay, you sex fiend.
Sex fiend.
Whatever.
Oh, my goodness.
Ready for a break?
I know you're ready for a break, so we will be right back. All right, we are back, and I was walking in the house because we took a little break. You have your smoke, and we talk about the second half of the show, whatever. And Impractical Jokers was on. And they were doing a skit where they were like getting random people in the street and just kind of talking to them and fucking around with them, like saying random shit, you know, like dumb quotes or whatever to make each other laugh. And I'm wondering, like, let's just say we didn't know who they were, right? This is the beginning, first run of the show. And we're walking through Broadway at the beach down here. And some dude starts fucking with us. What do you think happens? Would you be a good sport? I think you'd
punch him.
Yeah, oh, for sure. With the shit that they do, definitely. But I guess it also depends what skit it was.
I would think... You're describing the skit where they're out there and they're talking to a random person, and then behind that person that they're talking to, the other jokers are back there with poster board with weird sayings. And so the person has to say the weird sayings to the regular, everyday person that, you know.
Yep.
Very confusing if you don't know what I'm talking about. But I would think it was a weirdo and, like, let's just keep walking and ignore the person. But I think if they were persistent, because sometimes they are. Right? Yeah. Sometimes they can be persistent. Not all the time, but randomly they are. Mm-hmm. And, like, I think you would turn around and just whack them.
There was a couple skits that I think were pretty funny, but, like, the one where...
I like the ones... And you always said that you wanted to try it in the Dollar General with the balloons, where they take the balloons with the... Yeah. Clothespin on the end,
on somebody?
And they clip them on the back of someone, like on their purse or their hood or whatever, and the person has no idea, and they walk around with like 10 balloons stuck to them. I think that's fucking hilarious.
I could see myself flipping out on pretty much all of them now. The more I think about it, like that one would piss me off. Like, who the fuck is putting shit on me? Either that, or like the other one where like they were going through the grocery store.
I would be laughing at that. I'd be like, what the hell?
Like the one where they were going through the grocery store and they were shooting like rolls of tissue like they were like basketballs and shit. That would have pissed me off. Like, what? Dude, I would have flipped the fuck out. Some people just sit there with their cart. I would have thrown it back at them. I would have attacked them, like tackled them and shit. Some ground and
pound. But you
pound.
have to know.
Well,
if something that
maybe.
dumb is happening, you have to know, like, okay, and start looking around. Like, there's something here. This is candid camera. Remember, because back in the day, it used to be candid camera.
God. You're on candid camera. Here's a bottle of water.
Like, what is going on?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't think. See, I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't think.
Especially now, where everyone has a fucking camera and everybody thinks they're a fucking Instagram, YouTube star. They all think they're something, and it's annoying because now you don't know what's going on. There's this one person out there, and what she does is she records bringing guys to her place. Apparently, she's got, I don't know her name. She's got this channel where like she just fucks random dudes apparently on camera, and you could tell they're like real videos apparently because there's like a keyhole or like a little hole, and you could tell like a camera's crudely fit there or whatever. And she blurs out like her face obviously, but not the guy's face, and she traps them to come to this place. So I don't know what the reasoning is, because like she's putting out for these people and not blurring their face out, but blurring out hers. I guess
none of these guys have found out, so they can't turn her in because obviously they've seen her face and they know where she lives.
I mean, unless they know to look for themselves, they just find some girl and they fuck her at some place, you know. But it makes you wonder, because there was a guy out there who would also go after like prostitutes and like hookers and johns, and what he would do is like run up to the car and knock on there with a freaking camera. He was on Maury a couple times. And he would like run up to their car as they're doing their deed and like bang on their freaking glass and be like, I got you on camera. Yeah, him. And somebody attacked him once. And I was like, why don't these people just kill him? Because you're not gonna. I mean, you're following people around, and he was like an honorary police officer or some shit.
Whatever happened to I don't remember his name, the one that would catch the pedophiles.
Oh, Chris Hansen. I think he got caught doing something.
Oh, was he a pedophile?
I don't know. Let me find out.
Because that show used to be good. What the hell was the name of that?
To Catch a Predator.
To Catch a Predator. Oh my god, that show was so damn good. Some weird sickos, man. They would show up at the house and they would be stuttering and they'd be coming up with stupid dumb excuses. I thought she was older. Oh my god.
He was arrested. I think it was because he wasn't paying bills or some shit like that.
Oh, okay. So he wasn't like a pedophile himself.
Oh no, but they did have a funny video of him being a pedophile, where like they did something. He bounced checks. Apparently, that's it. Nothing crazy.
Whatever.
I mean, still a crime, but like you would think he would have made more money with that, because it seemed like it was all over the place with the skits and the comedy things and the guest spots he would do. Because he did something with that Chuck Nice guy, who was on those VH1 things where Chuck Nice was the guy behind the counter, and Chris Hansen showed up and he's like, "Oh, I was looking for cookies," or some shit like that. And they pulled that whole skit with him, but I don't know, what the fuck are we talking about? Reality TV or some shit?
No.
Because we were talking about the Jokers, and then we got here somehow. I don't know, like, what the fuck.
Oh, you talked about some random guy going up and knocking down car windows.
Yeah, so like he was doing that, and you got the girl online banging dudes with her face blurred out. So it's like, I think what her mission is to get people arrested for having sex with her, pretending to be a prostitute. But it's like, you're still accepting this money, and you're still banging these guys.
Oh wait, they're paying her?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you didn't say
but
that.
The thing is, like, she's getting fucked. It's not like she's like, she presses the button and the cop comes out of her closet door. She's actually banging these dudes. And then, like, like they finish, whatever, they get their clothes on, they leave, and she stops the camera, and it's like, why are you compiling this footage? Like, what are you doing? And, like, she's going deep undercover. Pardon the pun. Deep undercover. But she's not a cop. She's just a regular bitch who's doing this. So, I don't know, like, what the end game is. Because, like, she's just a random person who posts videos on the internet.
How do you know?
Because I go down rabbit holes. I find out shit.
How do you... Man...
Call it podcast research, okay?
That's not podcast research. That's some
We're
weird
talking
fucking...
about it on the podcast right now.
Kinker shit that...
No,
whatever.
I haven't watched the video, so that matters to you. I actually read an article that had screenshots, like blurred out screenshots. So I'm not looking for this shit. I don't want to see this shit.
What websites do you go to that you read news articles on?
I just open up Safari and I just go from wherever, man.
But my thing is you start with something.
Yeah.
You type something. So let's say you go to bed tonight. Okay, last night. You went to bed, you woke up. What was the first thing you Googled?
What causes bloating?
That's right, because we did have that conversation this morning. So then that's what you started with.
Yeah.
What did you end with?
Actually, I started with that, and I went to like cheese and cheddar cheese, and because I eat a lot of cheese.
Because that's what you're eating,
and that's what causes the bloating. That and peanuts, but the peanuts never really did it before. It's got to be the excessive amount of cheese I've been eating lately. I've been doing nothing but cheese and pepperoni, so that's definitely getting cut out of my diet for a while. But then,
so how did all right? So you looked at that, which I remember talking to you about. But what did you end with this morning? Then all of a sudden you just shut the iPad down.
I really don't know. I really don't know. It's what I should do is compile a log.
You should. Like, okay, well, this is what I started with. 20 minutes later, I'm now on this website.
I'll probably forget to do it. I'll have a pen and paper next to me, and I'll wake up in the morning and I'll just say,
it would be so interesting.
Like, what the hell happens in there?
If you wrote it down, or if we just took one random... Actually, we could look at your iPad right now. See recent activity.
Oh my goodness!
Look at them turning red.
No, that's shit.
But like that would be don't do it because then it's gonna have static and stuff.
Well, I'm all right. I'll do it from way back here.
I was just joking about it, but that would be funny. I'm talking in the middle of the night, like when you're up at night. What the fuck are you looking at?
No shit, literally shit. Viscous fiber, huge poops.
That's what. My God.
Viscous fiber, huge poops. That's my search history. Okay, and the reason is because I was looking for ways to like get rid of this belly fat, right? So apparently I have flaxseed oil, which is really good at making your shit like solid.
Well, you have flaxseed powder and oil. You don't use either one.
No, it's MCT oil and flaxseed. So I'm going to start using that again tomorrow. Because I was thinking about it at work today, and I'm like, all right, so flaxseed, you eat that, and it helps you push out fiber, and you drink a lot of water, and that like flushes you out pretty good. So that's there. Kill belly fat keto. A lot of shit of us followers on Twitter.
What time is this?
It doesn't say the time.
Oh, damn.
Comics. Celeb Jihad, which is a weird fucking website where they put up these deep fakes of like celebrities and shit. That's where I saw the Christina Hendricks big titty showing her tits or whatever. AEW paycheck stubs. Confirm your identity on Facebook. How to unlock my Facebook account. Mobile registry content for DMZ Enterprise, whatever the fuck that is. Britney Spears ass.
Oh my God.
Foods that make you poop. Do eggs make you poop? So
wait a minute. You went to a website that you can't recall what it is, right? Which I'm sure you're lying.
No.
To Britney Spears' ass.
No, that DMZ one, it had my company's name on it, so I'm thinking I was trying to look up something.
Oh, so then you went to the
Britney Spears ass.
How do you go from that to that?
The flaxseed weight loss, flaxseed keto, flaxseed bloated stomach, keto bloating, do pork rinds cause stalls.
Dude.
6 foods that can wreak havoc on your belly. 7 foods that have mental health benefits. Peanuts bloating. Nita Strauss, who's a guitar player. Chris Jericho, Nita Strauss, friendship. 5 of the healthiest
that's
cheeses.
enough.
Oh my God, this is some weird shit.
And that was all in the middle of the night.
Yeah, some football stuff. Oh my God, there's an iPhone 11. Okay, wow.
Dude, you need sleep. That was all in the middle of the night. Because you got to figure that you must have listed like 20 different websites, right?
Sex on legs. I don't know. There's a bunch of weird shit there.
You got to sit there and read the articles and stuff.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
I don't know. What the fuck? What the fuck was I doing? Because like half those websites I don't even remember looking at. So I was basically looking at ways to lose a little bit more weight. Britney Spears' ass.
Yeah, that was just randomly thrown in there.
I think I know where that came from. Sometimes when you're reading like articles about important shit, you scroll all the way to the bottom. There's pictures of celebrities and like little squares. They try to get you to click on it, and then they tell you like one fact you already know just to get that click.
And of course, someone put a woman's ass on there.
No, it was a picture of Britney's face, and I'm like, wow, she's so good looking. And I was like, let me see what her ass looks like.
You're so fucking stupid. Oh,
so there you
God.
go. So I'm gonna put the Nerds Internet history because it's gonna be a fucking good one. Weird, man. Oh my God. Oh. So what the hell does your browser history look like?
I can say it without even looking it up.
Go ahead and say it then. Because I don't want you to bring the static here because you're a little closer. And there you go. That's probably better. Well, I can tell you looking at our Podbean site.
Where the hell is it?
Voicesmisery.podbean.com.
Facebook. What's wrong with wrestling? Facebook. Stats overview. Voices of Misery. Podbean. Admin Podbean. Voice of Misery podcast.
Jesus Christ.
I look nothing up.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Well, you play more games than yours. Like yours is more of a game system.
Canceled TV shows.
Oh.
That's a website I go to. Student and parent login for Power School.
Wait, what does that say? Britney Spears' ass on there? Is that what you're
Yeah, okay. My history. I do nothing. Nothing on this damn iPad.
So speaking of iPad,
I play my game. That's pretty much it.
Now they got this thing called Apple TV coming out, and I guess they got this. Did you hear anything about it?
No, we have.
No. It's Apple TV, like legitimate TV
like
service.
Like a TV screen. TV
service. So they got a service coming out that's going to try to compete with everything else. They're going to have like original programming and shit like that on there. I don't know how I feel about this yet. I feel like TV is really going to a place where it's going to be an app. It's all an app or nothing else. And I said like 3 to 5 years. Yeah, it's going to be a lot closer to like 1 to 2. But
I don't know. As long as I can watch all my shit, that's all I care. Like I don't want to have to buy an ABC streaming service and then a CBS streaming service and then an MTV streaming service. I don't want all that. Like I need like a bundle.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Bundles with like I need at least a couple in that bundle that will get me to buy it, or something like Hulu that shows every single show like the next day. I can wait the next day because what do I do now? I DVR it and watch it the next day. So
I mean, even if you wait the next day, it's not. I mean, like once you get into a routine, it doesn't feel like the next day anymore because you're always on that day. You know,
I DVR my shit anyway, so it really doesn't matter to me. But like I have to, like I can't be lose. If I lose a channel, I'm gonna be freaking pissed.
I think it'll be cool to have like apps, but I kind of like the way certain companies do it. Like you get HBO and DC Universe or the DC, they're all together. So like you get like DC because they're owned by them and it's other companies.
That's great, but we don't watch HBO.
Exactly. You have the Disney app's going to come out. They got Disney Channel and a lot of other channels are like they got sports channels like college football. They got ESPN,
which is good for you. Disney, I could care less about. If they have Hulu, then I'm okay.
Yeah, well, it has Hulu. You pay $14 a month. You get Hulu. You get that. You get
Is it all of Hulu
ESPN
or is
Plus.
it like restricted?
I'm not sure. We got to look that up tomorrow. I don't really feel like looking for it now, but you get Hulu Plus, ESPN Plus, and you get Disney. So it's like you get all this shit.
You gotta think of the kids too, man. Yeah. You're gonna be taking their channels away.
I know. So I mean, I
Jenna
don't know what to do yet.
is not gonna be happy. She's not like not gonna be happy.
Well, I mean, they're all like breaking apart. You got like these little colonies now of channels. So
which I think is good because really, what do we have right now? We have DirecTV and we have I don't know 1,000 channels. Not all of them work. Okay, there's probably a couple hundred that don't work. You got to skip a couple. But it's like, do we watch all those? No. I could probably name like maybe 8 channels that I go to. And that's it. I would rather just pay for those 8 channels and not have to pay a whole DirecTV bill. That's the most ridiculous freaking thing.
But the way they're doing it now is like you got like these big companies that own a couple little companies and maybe one of the things you would purchase are on there.
That's what worries me. I just don't want to have to buy all these different because I know we're not going to. So please just get all my stuff in one thing so I'm happy.
It's like if you're a fan of the Sci-Fi Network, you might get ABC with it. You know, I'm just throwing out random shit. Right. I think ABC is owned by Disney, but let's just say hypothetically you buy the station that has Channel 7. I still know the New Jersey channels, which is weird. Channel 7 was ABC up there. What the hell is it here, 15?
Here it's 15.
15, okay. So
see, I'm still up in New York. It's 10.
See, it's 7 in Jersey. I still remember those channels. Like 5 was 5.
Yeah, so
5.
ABC.
It's like that's owned by Sci-Fi, let's say. So you get those
Right.
two. But I also want to get AMC and I want to get
Right.
the Weather Channel. So I got to spend $10 in this app and $10 in that app. By the time you're done, you're paying more.
You're paying the same.
bill.
Exactly. That's how I
sucks.
want to look into it and see.
Yeah.
Because they might have cool stuff. Like the Disney app might have really cool things with like Marvel or whatever the hell. But are we going to be paying more in the long run because we got to buy all these stupid other things?
And who wants to pay money monthly to own a library of movies?
I don't. These kids will never watch them.
It has to have more to it, like those. So, like, I'm paying money for a Disney app, right? We don't want the Disney portion of it.
No, I don't.
We want
These kids never cared for Disney at all, so like
never.
I don't want it.
They care for Toy Story. That's about it. But other than that, I mean, there's nothing there I want on there. I mean, they got the sports.
But you would like the ESPN,
Yeah,
and I would like the Hulu.
So it makes sense. And if we ever felt the need to watch a Disney movie, we go to it. So I'm thinking that's the best value. Netflix, I bitched about this on quite a few podcasts. They can't finish a TV series. Netflix,
just get me to the Breaking Bad, and then we'll figure
canceled.
it out.
Netflix needs to go the route of like partnering up with like big time movie companies like Lucasfilms, all these other ones. What they need, I think Lucasfilms is owned by Disney, so they're fucked. They're fucked, man. They're really fucked.
See, the only thing I like about Netflix is that I can watch any of my shows and binge watch them.
Yeah.
Like I binge watch Scandal and it's Grey's and whatever the hell else. I like because all summer long none of my shows were on.
Yeah.
So that gave me something to watch. But once Netflix goes, like right now, I'm not going to care because all my shows are about to come back on.
Yeah.
It's like next summer. I'm going to be like, we better have Hulu or something, or I'm going to be freaking losing my mind. I can't sit here and watch freaking Judge Judy.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You know what is going to happen? And I think Netflix could, get number one back if they do this. Is movies are going to be streaming. There's going to be no more movie theaters. Netflix needs to get on the ground floor of this, and whenever a studio releases a movie, it goes to Netflix. So, like, let's say instead of going to a movie on Friday night to watch the new Jennifer Aniston movie, Jennifer Aniston's new movie releases this Friday at 8 o'clock. Make sure you're on Netflix, right? So people are watching it. You get the viewers or people that are buying Netflix to see that Jennifer Aniston movie, have it for a month or whatever. And every Friday there's a brand new movie from a Hollywood director or something on there. So they all get released.
Well, they are, I know we talked about it the other day, and I don't know if it's for sure yet, but they are talking about, with the TV shows, releasing them one episode a week.
Smart.
One episode at a time, which to me sucks because I do like binging. But then, like, it comes out, you binge it in a weekend, and then it's done, and you're like, oh, gotta wait a whole another year.
Yeah.
So I get it. Plus, it makes people re-up the following month or whatever because you want to keep finishing your show.
This makes sense.
I mean, we'll see if they end up doing that, but...
I mean, because if you have a customer that would only pay a potential, $10 a year...
For, like, July when
for
Stranger
Orange.
Things came out.
Yeah, for Orange, Stranger Things, whatever. They pay $10 a year, but you can stream along. Yeah, you can stream along. The problem with Netflix is they really need to get their shit together as far as their shows. You got to make something that people are going to watch and that you're actually going to commit to. Mm-hmm. And stop deleting things. Like, these shows end so fast, and they don't really last long at all. I hate it. Fucking sucks.
Did you hear that Spider-Man is out of all the Avengers stuff now?
I heard he was back. I thought they came to an agreement.
Oh, last I heard they didn't come to agreements. And when was that?
Like the day or two after they announced it.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, it was like a day or two
after
they announced him being gone. And what? It's saying like they erased him out of it all?
No, if they were getting rid of him and he can go and do his own. Sony was going to take him and do the whole Venom thing again.
Oh my god! No,
yeah.
I mean. I haven't really cared to look back at this again, but I remember the outcry.
Okay, so we're both saying different things. We're gonna have to look it up because I heard it. What's today? Wednesday. I'm thinking I heard it either Friday or Monday that they no longer want a Spider-Man with the whole Marvel Comics thing or whatever, and Sony could take Spider-Man and do what they want with him. And Sony was talking about a whole Venom fucking stupid ass storyline again. So, I'm praying that that's not true. Because Spider-Man was... I love this dude playing Spider-Man. Each Spider-Man, I think, has been better than the last. And, I don't know.
Okay, here we go. Okay. I found the article.
You got it? Okay.
Because I was curious now. It says, the Spider-Man deal between Marvel Studios and Sony Pictures is broken down. So just what can the separate studios do with the wall crawler now? So Marvel sold the film rights back in the 90s because I guess there was issues going on and he was their most marketable person. They needed money. So let's see. The argument has proven to be profitable, but unfortunately the Sony Marvel deal for Spider-Man has collapsed. Disney has different corporate priorities. A Disney streaming app, obviously. Blah, blah, blah. X-Men are being rebooted into Fantastic Four, which is nice as far as a Disney Plus is going on. They said that's going to be rebooted, which is cool. Sony, alright, so Sony thinks they've learned everything they can from Marvel about how to make Spider-Man successful. They aim to integrate Spider-Man into the developing Venom universe, so the Venom movie.
Told you.
Yeah, the situation is a tangled web, with legal rights constraining both studios going forward. Okay. It's possible to deduce just what Sony and Marvel can do with Spider-Man. Sony was hacked back in 2014, and it shows her documents. So, let's see what Marvel can do with Spider-Man. I guess they're both going to get their own say in it. I mean, I don't want to read all these fucking words. It's going to take an hour and a half.
Okay, so... Alright, because from last I heard, Marvel didn't want him anymore. But, I mean, who knows? As long as it's the same damn guy playing Spider-Man, what?
I guess Marvel can't use Spider-Man. It's just fucking stupid, man. Like,
yeah, see, I told you, Sony's taking him, and
Yeah.
that's the end of that. So he won't be in any more Avengers films or anything like that. And from now on, it's going to be Sony. I don't like Venom, and I'd rather not see that. But
I like Venom, but do I really? Oh, man, what a fucking mess they made.
I mean, Tom Holland, right?
Yeah,
That's his name?
Yeah, the kid.
Okay, his interview over the summer, I don't remember what month it was, but he had said that he wasn't done playing Spider-Man, and I hope that's true, because this just came out.
Yeah,
I'm hoping
13
that
hours ago, the article I saw.
I'm hoping that they still keep him and he continues, because I think he's a good Spider-Man.
I think so.
I don't know. Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. But
I mean, Spider-Man was never one of my favorites, but I did enjoy him in the movies.
I liked Tobey Maguire. Is that it?
Yeah.
I liked the first movie that he was in, and then it went to shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second guy, Garfield, right?
Yep, Andrew Garfield. He was good.
He was good.
They got better.
And I didn't
Spider-Man's all
mind
got
him.
better.
And then now Tom Holland, and I don't want anyone else to replace him, so it's definitely gotten better.
The Spider-Mans have all gotten better. A lot of the superheroes got worse. Like Superman, Christopher Reeve, and then like some fucking terrible guy played him. But
Was that the one that had the baby? The second guy?
Yeah. Well, the Brandon Routh guy reminded me a lot of Christopher Reeve, but the movie sucked, so I don't blame him for that. Mm-hmm. And then you got the guy who plays him now, who's good, but he just doesn't have the Superman thing about him. I don't know, like he just doesn't have like that noble thing. He just seems like a dickhead with powers. Seriously, like he doesn't come across as like a good guy.
I think that's the dude that was on the Tudors.
Yeah.
That played the right-hand man.
But he doesn't come across as like a good guy. Superman was a good person.
Yeah.
He was wholesome. This guy doesn't come off as a good guy. He comes off as like a cocky piece of shit. Like Superman with the red kryptonite when he was flicking peanuts and breaking beer cans in that one beer bottles in the bar. And Superman, the Quest for Pete, whatever the fuck it was. No, it was 3. I think it was 3. I don't know. Like he was a real dickhead. He was like flicking. He was like at a bar. It was the old Chris Reeve. He was like flicking peanuts at a bar.
I never
drunk.
watched any of those.
He was all dirty and shit.
There was only one. Oh my god! Back in the day when we were together,
Oh yeah.
you would get drunk and play this one fucking scene over and over again. What the hell scene was it?
Superman 2 at the very end when he locks them in the
Oh, it was so
reverse
annoying.
crystal in the Fortress of Solitude, and he goes, he switched it. He wasn't safe in there. Well, they were out here, and Superman goes that dun, 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 and he
So stupid.
and then Lois Lane turns around. You know what? You're a real pain in the pow. Punches the bitch, and she falls on the thing. Yeah, I watched that scene a lot, and I'm reciting
Oh
it
my God.
word for word right now. Yes. So anyway, let's. Huh?
I don't know. I never really cared for Superman. He was never a character that I liked.
No, not at all.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't like him either. I like his comic comic movies. That's
Number
about
one,
it.
he's way too fucking powerful.
Yeah, you gotta have vulnerability if you're a superhero. If you're a good superhero, you gotta have some kind of vulnerability. You know. The thing I like about Wolverine was like he could get the shit kicked out of him, but he'd always heal back.
So wait, you read that, and they said they're rebooting X-Men?
Yeah, they're rebooting X-Men and Fantastic Four, which is desperately in need of a rebooting more than anything.
Well, I don't like them rebooting X-Men because weren't they doing that? They had the younger versions
and
or whatever.
It worked.
And it worked.
Because they did it right.
It was so good. Yeah. So
Yeah.
now they're rebooting it again, and it's just going to be completely.
I sure hope they
scratch.
keep the same actors, keep the same continuity and storylines.
This is what I don't like. I don't like that everything keeps getting the. I understand it because you have so many different storylines, right? Comic books, there's millions of them. Yeah. All different storylines. So I get why that happens, and plus actors get older and all that.
But don't insult our
intelligence. God damn it. So now we gotta start at the very beginning again. And shit, and I liked all those characters. Mm-hmm. I don't want them to be rebooted.
Well, my whole thing about it is, like, don't insult our intelligence if you do reboot it. Don't sit there and show me the whole Pearl necklace breaking, the kryptonite fucking planet blowing up.
The worst.
Yeah, you have to see it multiple times, and I guarantee you will see it in the next Batman movie. Where he just saw Zorro. They're in that fucking dark alley.
Spider-Man was pretty good. You only saw it, I think, once with him getting bit by the spider. I don't think you saw it more than that.
Yep, and that Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse cartoon movie, they really skipped past everything, which I loved about it. And I didn't think I was going to like it. I tried hard not to like it. I went in there with a very closed mind. I'm like, I don't want to like this. And I saw it, and I'm like, I kind of like this. It was different, had a good flavor to it, it was decent. Speaking of decent and things that you watch lately, you watched that fucking Bill Burr special without me.
Yes.
I'm very disappointed.
Well, man, you can't blame that on me. You've seen stuff at work.
Yeah, I know.
And I really thought...
something we enjoy together.
No, I know. That's my fault. I wasn't thinking. But, like, I sit here all day with nothing. I'm like, what the fuck am I going to watch? I'm like, oh, shit. Bill Burr came out with something.
Yeah, he's a
so
fucking
I'm like,
hilarious.
fuck that. I'll put him on. And, like most comedy specials, they kind of start off slow, and for me, he started off slow. But I know that you're gonna be laughing, so you're gonna be fine. But like a little bit into it, I was laughing. He's so goddamn funny to me. His stupid little voices for his wife and shit, and just freaking hilarious. I love him, man. He's fucking so funny.
Last of a dying breed.
And it was political with transgenders and stuff like that, but like
that's not political.
That's what's going on in the world. Comedians have to talk about what's happening in the world. So, like, it was fucking hilarious, man.
Do you think we're ever going to get to a point where, like, we look back at this era and just laugh about it?
No, because I think it's gonna be worse.
I think so too. I don't think we're
just like our
out
parents. They're like, "Oh,
Yeah. We talked about
I don't know what the fuck's happened in the world today, but we're going to be doing the same thing.
Like, I don't want to sound like a broken record because we didn't literally talk about this last show, but I've done more thinking about it, and I don't think we're coming out of this one. I really think that we're just going to go down this PC thing, and this is going to be the way life is. They're going to have us as the cranky older generation. Because
at this
that's
point,
what
it doesn't matter who the next president is. No. It really doesn't, because it's already been there, done that, and now we're here.
The only hope we have, in all honesty, is if the Democrats win. Because then they got their way and stopped crying.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your thought. It literally just came to mind. He was talking about sex robots.
What?
I died because we did a stupid freaking podcast on the sex robots.
Quite a few episodes ago, we had a couple segments on that.
Yes. And he did this whole thing on the sex robots. So, yeah. If anyone hasn't seen it, what was it?
The Bill, whatever
Paper Plane?
Bill Burr one is, something like that. You can go ahead and just...
It's Bill Burr.
You'll see his big, ugly, bald head somewhere.
Paper something, and it's 2019. It just came out.
He ain't paying us, so we don't got to talk about it.
No,
to get his name right.
I don't give a shit. It was fucking funny, and people need to watch it.
It'll be funny. You guys will like it. I'm sure I'll love it. Today is Wednesday, like I said, so we got a couple more days to go, and then I'll be off again. So I'll probably watch it maybe Saturday night. Ooh, hopefully.
Yeah.
I don't have 2 days off.
Are you off on Sunday? Oh,
no,
you're not.
Which fucking blows.
Okay.
I like having 2 days off in a row because it gives me some kind of like feeling that I'm off.
Oh, yeah, because Saturday...
you got an art class to go to.
We're going to be out until 3.
Yeah, I know, that sucks. Because I like to be able to wake up in the morning, have my, day drinking, going, playing some video games, and we got DC again to play, and maybe we can get back into it if we play for a full day, run shit, and just have the whole day not to worry about going to work. But then it's like, I have to work on Friday, and then I come home, and that's like the only time I feel like I have off, because I can party a little bit and then wake up the next morning and sleep in without having to worry about going to work. But I have to take her to her art class and hang around for no reason, just drive around for a couple hours and then come back and pick her up, buy a toy, all that shit. And then we come home and it's going to be like 3 o'clock. You can have a few drinks and it's time for bed and I got to go to work the next day. And so that's why I like my 2 days off in a row, because it feels like I'm off. There's like a chunk of time where it's just me.
Well, the only thing I can say is at least Sunday you go into work later.
Yeah, I guess. Go to work later. Don't do as much. Get paid more. I mean, boo-hoo, right? I have a job and I get paid more to do work on Sunday. Boo-hoo, I get it. But time is more important, you know? Like, your time is more important. Just spending time with people that you care about and shit like that. To me, that's just what it's all about, you know? But whatever, man. So, can we talk about food real quick?
What about it?
Something's popped in my head. So, I don't know if we're the only people that do this, because I would like to know if other people do it. We will make a dinner. So, let's just pretend back when I was eating carbs, right?
Yep.
I used to make baked ziti on like a Friday night. And and that was like our drinking food. That was like our meal for the weekend because it's something that we could eat and just soak up whatever we're eating.
Not all the time, though.
No, not all the time, but it was something. And pizza, we'd order a pizza or two. And the point I'm getting at is we would leave it out overnight, right? Mm-hmm. And then one night can turn into 2 nights. So this food is just sitting out in like open area, not being refrigerated.
It's wrapped up or whatever.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not wide open.
Yeah, it's like, what are you talking about?
But like, I don't know. Like, it's just weird because I remember growing up and going to friends' houses. Like
and everything was in the fridge.
Everything was in the fridge and like Rubbermaids.
But also, back then, like, I mean, my mom did this, and I guarantee other parents did this too. They would have like the stupid country crock butter containers.
Yeah, with tinfoil on top, right?
No, they would have the top. They would put like lasagna or whatever in that, and like all different weird, random Tupperware containers all throughout the
like the burn marks on the bottom from the stove.
Or they would take it and just throw it in the freezer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do that. Like, it is what it is. Like Jenna, because she eats meat. Yeah. If I cook her chicken tenders, like the package is big, so I'll give her some of it, and then put the others in a container and throw it in the fridge. But my ziti, like it took me 2 days to eat it.
You don't think that's weird though? Because
no. Have I gotten sick and died?
But like, you're leaving like meat that's been cooked.
It's
out.
very, very little.
Yeah, I don't know.
And a lot of the meat I don't even eat.
We were talking about this on like the drive somewhere the other day, and I was thinking, like, do you think this is gross? Like, is there like parasites and shit growing because like we're leaving food out for hours and hours and hours without being refrigerated? Because they always say like keep refrigerated after opening, you know. And I always thought that, but we were doing something wrong. I don't know.
Why do you care? You don't eat it.
No, but when I used to, I was like, what? Like, because we were leaving pizza.
If it's out, it depends on certain things. Mm-hmm. Certain things I'm okay to leave out.
Like, I'm not leaving fish out.
Well, I don't eat fish. But, like, certain things I'm okay to leave out. Other things I'm not. Like, if I make homemade spaghetti sauce, right? Yep. The moment I'm done using that pan, it's going in the fridge.
But why? Can't. But why that?
Because it gets moldy on the top. It gets disgusting. Mm-hmm. I can't. And half the time, like, I won't even eat it the next day. Just because I don't like, there's a lot of leftover stuff I don't like. Spaghetti, I can't eat leftovers of that. The noodles taste weird. The sauce isn't good. I don't know. I'm picky with what I eat. Ziti, I'm okay with.
What about like steak? Because steak.
Yeah, see, that should be in the fridge too.
Yeah, it should be, but we leave it out.
Yeah.
Like I do. I remember that.
I never did that until I met you.
Like leaving stuff in the microwave?
Never did that.
I don't know when and why that started.
Never ever did that. I like.
It's so weird. Like,
I remember thinking it was weird that you did that, and I'm just like, why is he leaving his plate in there? But then you would heat it up in the middle of the night or whatever, and I'm like, oh well, that's convenient.
But it's stupid because like, if we cook steak, I can understand the beginning. So I'll go out and I'll cook it, and I'll bring it in, and I'll put it in the microwave after we have like a couple small pieces while it's still juicy and hot, right? I mean, we'll put it in there because we're going to eat it that night. Okay, fine. But then, like, you won't eat all yours. You'll leave me the fat because I eat fat now on the keto diet. And I won't eat all my...
And I don't like the fat.
Yeah, I have like 2. You know, and like, I'll eat 1 and some of yours, and I'll put it, and I'll leave it in the microwave overnight. And then I'll come out there, and I'll snag it in the daytime. And then sometimes there'll be like extra steak before you started eating it. There was like 3 steaks or whatever. And I would have 1 that would just be left. And then be like 2 days later, I'm eating a steak that was never refrigerated again.
I'll say this. This past weekend, we had steak, and it was in the microwave, and I was snacking on it throughout the day, and then right before bed, I heated it up and I ate it, but I couldn't finish the whole thing, so I just happened to put it back in the microwave. The next morning, I had completely forgot about it, and then I went to make something, and opened the microwave and saw it in there. I threw it out immediately. Like, if it goes a certain amount of time, I'm not going to sit there and eat it. I don't know. Each food, it just depends. Like, steak, no. If it's been sitting in there all night and the next day, I won't eat it. But there was a time where, remember, I opened up the oven to cook, and you had a steak in there. And I'm like...
How long was it in there?
A couple days. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And you were so excited. Oh my god, there's a steak I can eat.
And I ate a fucking steak.
And you ate it. And I'm just like, why was it in the oven?
I don't know, man. It was just one of those drunken moments where you just do something fucking dumb.
It just depends on what it is. Like, I don't know. I'm weird. Some things I had to put right in the fridge, and then other things I can leave on the counter or the microwave or whatever. And as long as I'm snacking on it. That ziti, like, I don't have, like, a full bowl. I snack on it. I go back and forth and back and forth.
That was always the thing with ziti.
Yeah.
We have small bowls in this house. We don't have, like, these big-ass, like, bowls. We have small bowls.
We don't have... Please, we are, like...
We're pretty mismatched.
We're white trash here.
Pretty much. Think of it this way. If you have a cabinet, and I want everyone to not judge us right now, and I want you to think about this, okay? Open up your pantry and look at where your dishes are. I guarantee you have a fucking Kellogg's cornflake, Tony the Tiger bowl next to a glass bowl that's really nice, next to a ceramic bowl, next to a Batman bowl, next to just random Tupperware bowls that you use for everything, even cereal.
Our
don't make fun of us.
Our cabinet does not look like that. First of all,
a couple nice plates next to dirty plates, next to broken plates, next to ugly plates, next to nice plates.
Okay,
next
first
to
of all,
plastic.
none of the plates in there are dirty. So
no, I'm just saying, like ones with chips in the side.
Because we have a porcelain fucking sink.
Yeah.
That I hate. We have a porcelain sink in like ceramic freaking plates. You even nick it in the wrong way,
and they break.
And your plate is broken. It's a freaking wreck. But our cup situation is the most horrific cup situation. We have
cups with my company's logo on them.
Yeah, and then we have
champagne glasses that we don't drink champagne.
Yeah, like I don't even know how we got those.
I don't know.
And we have
accumulate shit.
2 plastic cups, and then a nice, beautiful Batman cup, like the most perfect, beautiful black Batman cup. That doesn't even look like it belongs there. No. Nothing matches. We have no set.
A New York Giants cup. That's never been drank out of.
We have the most random set of shit, man. Nothing matches.
But I'll tell you what, this house has the most matching shit than any other house we've ever had before.
I know, and isn't that sad?
It's very sad. The worst was our fucking one on Crane Street, man. Holy shit. We had like this red grandmother couch with flowers on it. That was hard as a fucking rock to sleep on. Like, I would rather sleep on a fucking bed of nails. Rusty nails than sleep on that fucking thing. It was so bad. Yeah.
And then an ugly orange chair.
Oh my god, that orange fucking chair. Holy shit, that had like a blue fucking blanket on it. It was the most mismatched piece of shit ever. What the fuck, dude? And we had like these...
It's because my uncle died and I ended up getting some of his furniture.
Maybe that's why I'm so fucked up, man. Yeah. I was sleeping on a dead man's fucking couch. I don't know. And I used to sit in that chair a lot, too. Do you think when people die, like, they leave a piece of themselves, like their energy on something?
I don't like to think so, because when we came down here, I left all my grandmother's blankets that she made up north because I couldn't fit them in the car. And that sucks.
I really want to have a certain specialist on the show. I've been trying, man. I've been reaching out to these random people, like weird fucking rabbit hole things.
I know. I wake up and there's like Twitter messages. I'm like, who is this person? I've never even heard of this person. Then I go and look, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's why he reached out.
Well, so there are certain people, and like I don't know, man. I'm really going there with this whole thing. I want this to happen.
Well, we got Halloween coming up, so maybe we can grab somebody.
Yes.
Our Facebook account was taken away, so the one person that we were in contact with, guess what? We can't talk to them anymore because Facebook is gone. Exactly. You pieces of shit.
Well, it's not gone. It's still there. I get notifications for that page. I think what's happening is they're really trying to verify us because no one's name is Voices of Misery in real life, you know.
I know, but that's just aggravating.
Well, they said to make a page. I'm like, all right, cool, a page. And I made a page. And
there is a group
there's a group and a page. So we can't log into anything now because they want our real name. They want everything because they're pieces of shit.
Well, then get rid of the profile and just give us access to the group and the page.
Exactly. I don't want the profile. I don't want to get rid of the profile. I don't want it. I want the page.
I don't know.
Fucking scumbags, man. That company fucking sucks. Just imagine to be able to legally say, okay, I need all your personal information in order for you to operate. And I'm just some no good third party company. You know?
Is there any other website that does that?
No, not like
Twitter
not to my knowledge. Twitter's cool as shit.
We haven't tried Instagram or Snapchat or anything, so I don't know about them.
Twitter's really cool. They don't care what you do.
Facebook,
I think from what I heard, Snapchat was really bad. I think what they do is they location base everything you do, and they keep all your pictures.
Okay, so they're Facebook. Does Facebook own them?
I don't know.
Because Facebook keeps all your pictures. You have to go in there and delete every single picture you've ever posted.
So stop posting pictures of your fucking cats, okay, people? Because if you don't want...
I stopped posting pictures a while ago.
Yeah, it's pointless. It really is. And now we don't need them anymore because we have them all on the computer. We transferred everything to the cloud. We finally...
Yeah.
I don't think we ever announced that. We finally... we did. Oh, we did? So we have all the kids' pictures. So we could probably take everything off of Facebook. I don't even know why you even have that damn thing anymore.
To be honest with you, I don't know either. Well, I don't know.
I mean, the only people you talk to.
The school posts a lot of shit on there.
Yeah, I guess.
Kids pictures from the schools, and they're like, what? That's what's nice. I do like that teachers will be just randomly taking pictures throughout the day, and it's a nice way to look in on what's going on in the classroom. You know, to see the kids sitting there doing their work or smiling with a group of friends or whatever, and I love seeing that. So I am on all the kids' class Facebook pages and stuff, and I get to see what the hell's going on in there. That's pretty much it. And then it was a neighborhood site.
Yeah, they shut down, which is weird.
My one group with the weird news stories.
Shut down?
No, they're still there. Just random stuff like that, but it's nothing big anymore. I'm never posting on there, ever. Mm-hmm. I got rid of all my fucking scumbag family. So, except for my one sister. they're all off now. My dad, my mother, everyone's gone. So,
I don't know.
And he randomly, it was so fucking funny. The other day, he texted me, my father. He's like, I'm trying to share a picture to your page.
He seems like trying to tag you or something.
Yeah, I don't know. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, don't worry. I'm going to tag you, and you're the only one that's going to be able to see it. Number one, that's not how it works. Okay. Number two, I'm like, I got rid of him over a year ago. It's been over a year. Can you believe that?
Oh, God, yeah.
Because his birthday's in August, and this is the second birthday where I couldn't say anything to him online. So, I'm like, well, I kind of got rid of my Facebook page. Well, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, I got rid of all my friends. It's just sitting there. Because I have thousands of pictures of the kids on there, and I can't, it takes forever to singly, delete each one.
Yeah.
He was so freaking pissed off. But I just want to show you the picture. I'm like, can't you just take a picture on your phone and just send it in a text message? Why? My parents are obsessed with Facebook. I just don't understand.
This has been the longest running gag.
And it's been 3 days. I still don't know what the hell picture he was trying to send to me. So obviously it wasn't that important. But it's just dude, number one, there is a reason why I got rid of family on my Facebook page. Because I like to be a private person. Mm-hmm. There's certain people in my family that just like to... Not that I post anything anyways, but I don't want people, going through all my stuff. It's a violation. I understand I post pictures of my kids. There are certain people I don't want seeing pictures of my kids. So, if I'm friends with, let's say, my aunt, but I'm not talking to my sister... I don't need my sister going to my aunt's house and then my aunt showing all my stuff. That's my thing, right? Because
that's the kind of family you have.
I do. And I have some shady people in my family. So one day I just got so pissed off. I'm like, you know what? I don't want people knowing what I'm doing. Get rid of them all. And it's just so I have it now because of the school and whatever. But fuck all of you, man. You don't need to see. My profile pictures is a fucking sunset. Like, you don't need to see nothing. You don't need to see what I look like now, 10 years later. You don't need to see anything about my kids. You've never reached out to me. Yeah. You know, like, get the fuck out of here.
Do you think it's a case of, like, ripping off the Band-Aid? Where it's like, all right, here's everything. Boom. Do you think people would just be like, oh, fuck, now we got nothing to be curious about? Or do you think it's the curiosity that makes them more intrusive where they have to get in?
I don't know, but it feels like I'm very... I had to be very... careful with what I say, and I hate that because the family members that I do talk to all have big mouths except for one, which is my sister. But like my parents, my mother, my father, my stepmother have huge mouths, so I had to be very careful with what I say because they will start drinking and get on FaceTime with someone that I do not talk to, that I do not get along with, and then all my information goes to that person who then tells someone else, and it's just like a freaking domino effect. My family sucks. And it's just horrible. So, but that's how I live my life. I have to be freaking careful with what I fucking say all the time. I hate that.
What about the people that live their lives like an open book? They don't have any stress in their lives. I think, and I'm just going to play devil's advocate here for a minute. I'm thinking that maybe we're way too protective of our privacy.
Okay, I knew you were going to say that, and I'm sure people are thinking that. That's not it. I have vindictive people in my family that will take any little thing, twist it around to their advantage, and freaking my ass is in fucking court for no reason.
Yeah. Well, we've never gone that deep in this whole thing. Because I know, like, there's certain things that we don't want to talk about. But, yeah, I mean, there's shit.
I don't trust my family. So
no, I don't trust them either.
There's a reason. It's not just like, oh, well, I don't want you to know what I'm doing. No, there's reasons for it.
Yeah, like, people play favorites. They have, like, tribes and shit. They've got these little groups that they all belong to and subscribe to all sorts of different weird theories and shit. They're just, they're fucking crazy, man. Like, you know, like one leader on one side, one on the other. There's, like, factions. It's almost like a wrestling pay-per-view Survivor Series, you know? You got your family, you got this team versus another team, and then they switch sides each year. It's crazy.
I got one side of the one team... Yeah. That I haven't talked to 13 years.
Yes.
And then the other team, who is fucking drunk all the time, but I get along with to a point. I get along with if they have like 2 or 3 beers, and then I'm out the door because I'm running.
It's funny you can count on the drunks.
They get too drunk, like after 3 beers. Maybe because they're older. I don't know what it is.
It's always in their system, maybe, too.
Like, I can definitely... chill and hang out with them and talk normal, and then that 3rd beer, like as soon as I crack that 3rd beer, I'm out. I'm like, I'm looking for my escape. Okay, I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, crazy.
Had a good time. Beers. See ya. But and those are the ones with the big mouths that tell the people that I can't stand. Yep. So it is what it is, and this is why I stay in my house. And don't talk to anybody.
I stay at my house. I don't fuck with shit, man. No, I have to leave to go to work. But eventually that'll be done. I'll be paid off in the house.
But at least you can go to work down here.
Yeah.
And not run into anybody from Team A.
Yeah, our Team B. Which is, oh my God, that's amazing.
Because that didn't used to happen.
You know, I hated it. They used to always show up there and try to get me involved.
They somehow always found out where you worked, no matter what.
Always, man.
I'm so glad we moved out of the fucking state.
Yeah, thank God. And that's what being anonymous is all about. You leave one place, start afresh at another place. That's why no one wants to live in their hometown. And the people that live in their hometown are the fucking police that are assholes. They're the only one because they're bitter as hell that they couldn't get out, you know? Mm-hmm. Can we move on to a darker subject real quick?
Darker than how fucked up my family is?
Yes.
Okay.
I cannot give away this other football ticket, and I may have to go.
You're not going.
I mean, the thing is, it's like... So
you're saying that right now, but I can't see you going.
No, I said this earlier too, before I had any
gummy
in me or anything like that.
I understand that, but when the time comes, I can't see you driving 6 hours to this place.
6 hours by myself.
Going through, even though it would be amazing, I would love to see a football game.
Yeah.
Football game's 3 to 4 hours, right?
Yeah.
Depends. So 6 hours to drive there. We'll give it a 4-hour football game, whatever the hell they do. And then 6 hours to drive back. Yeah. There's no way. There's no way. I can't see you doing it. You're not going to want to stay overnight.
No, I definitely wouldn't. I would leave immediately and come home.
Exactly. You're going to want to come straight home. And that's just a lot of time to be awake because you had to go to work that morning.
I would have off that day.
That's Sunday. You said you already said you had to work.
Yeah, but I mean, for this, I would be able to get off.
Okay. All right. So that changes a little bit.
Because it's a prize. So, I mean, what I would do, and I'm thinking, like, the drive there would be okay because I'd be in the car, I'd be wide awake, and I would have, like, shit to listen to, obviously, you know, and it would pass the time. I'll listen to a bunch of podcasts and shit. But getting there would probably be okay, too, because, like, hey, I'm there. But when I first get there, finding parking would suck.
Yeah, you've never been to a football stadium, right? A football game?
Man, I can imagine how bad it is to find a parking spot, so that would suck.
And then having to find your car afterwards.
Finding your car afterwards would suck, even though I do have an app on my phone that helps me find the car. It's actually built on everyone's iPhone where it's like a GPS and it says find your car and it shows you how to get to your car, so that's not too bad. But getting out of the parking lot's going to suck. And being in a suite with people that I work with, that's going to suck. So, I mean, if I can snap my fingers and just randomly appear there, then I would do it. But the fact that getting there, the travel, there's a lot of things I dread about this. And it's like small things. And most people are like, no, just go and park your car far away and then walk there. Like, no, I just don't want to. In Atlanta?
I was just going to say, in Atlanta.
All those rabid people there. I mean,
I'm not
doing it. And we get a lot of downloads in Atlanta. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
We're talking night.
We're talking nighttime by a football game.
It's going to be dark.
A lot of tourists are going
to be there.
You really
want to park that far away in an area you don't know?
I mean, I'm not afraid of me. I'm afraid of my car getting broken into. That's what I'm afraid of. That's what I'm scared of. So, I don't know, man. I mean, like, I really don't want to do this, but I may have to.
You don't have to do nothing. You could just let the ticket sit here. You're being ridiculous. It doesn't have to be fucking used. Because
I'm thinking, like, it's a good opportunity to get my face out there.
For what?
Exactly. I get shit on regardless, no matter what.
Face out there for what?
No matter how good I do.
Where you work?
Yeah, no, like I'm talking about like with all the higher ups and shit.
They already know you.
They know my name.
Exactly. So why do they need a face with a name? I don't know. It'll be interesting. I can't wait to update everyone next week to see what exactly you did.
He didn't go.
I can't see it just because I think it's just that's a long fucking
It's
day.
that drive, man. Like I could watch the game on TV and the second
and
it's
then
done,
when the fuck are you to sleep? Because as soon as that game is over, you're gonna want to come home.
And I would come home and I can I can make the whole trip because I'd driven 12 hours before. And when we came down
and your
here,
mind wanders and shit. Man, I wouldn't be comfortable with you going, but that's your call.
My mind does wander pretty much. I fucking zone out. At night it'll be even worse.
Yeah, when you're tired.
Motherfucker. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? We'll see.
You're not going to be able to drink.
I'm not getting a hotel because I don't want to be around these people.
Not only that, it costs money.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
And the gas to get down there?
This bitch is really trying hard to talk me out of this.
You stay the fuck home and sleep in your own goddamn bed.
Well, what are you going to do for me?
It's a fucking pay-per-view night.
You going to promise me something?
No.
I guess I'm going. Guess I'm going then, bitch. I was hoping you'd fucking promise me some kind of sexual favors.
Fuck you.
I think we're getting it on tonight because this gummy feels good.
I think we're not. I think we're fucking not.
This gummy's making me feel good.
I think you say this every time just to get me going. And one of these times I'm going to give you no reaction. And you're just going to stop.
I think you're going already. I think that's the deal.
Oh my god.
I got like a spider bite on my fucking neck and I don't know what the fuck.
Don't say that.
No, like I got something on. Well, the dead skin in the back of my neck. We went to the beach a lot near the end of vacation. We went like 3 or 4 times in that 1 week where they were here. We did.
We went 3 times, I think.
Yeah. I said 3 or 4 times, but like that last week, man, like just sitting out there in the sun without an umbrella.
Oh, my arms finally stopped peeling, and that was 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago.
My neck was peeling bad. Like I was like rubbing the back of my neck and all this like white.
But
like,
don't say it was a spider bite because I'm not gonna be able to sleep.
No, like I feel a bump in my neck. I don't know what the fuck it is. It could be a spider. Who knows, man? Like I haven't dropped dead yet, or I can't shoot webs out of my hand. So I guess it wasn't.
You know what? Today's the first day that I haven't seen palmetto bugs on the back porch.
Good. Well, they were escaping the storm probably, so now it's over.
Dude, so nasty. This when you get a hurricane.
Yeah.
The amount of crap that you see, you always see spider webs, right? In the trees and shit afterwards.
Get the higher ground and stay there.
Yep, you always see them. And then, like, palmetto bugs come in here, and I'm sorry. I'm from the north. They look like roaches to me.
But they're palmetto, because they don't multiply like roaches do.
Are you sure about that? Because they're creepy, and they're crawly, and they're quick as fuck.
But you don't see a house. Like, I would rather have 100 palmetto bugs than 1 cockroach.
I remember calling the pest control when we first moved down here. And I'm like, I'm told that we should have our house sprayed every 3 months. And she's like, yeah, well, have you seen anything? I'm like, yeah, a couple small little spiders. Like, I was from New York, no big deal. We had spiders up there. And then a roach. It's just like, ma'am, that's a palmetto bug. We get them down here. Like, I don't give a shit what it is. Get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah, palmetto bugs are like these giant mutated roach-looking things, but they're not German cockroaches.
Do you remember Fear Factor?
Yeah.
With the hissing cockroaches? Yeah. That's what they remind me of. Even though they don't hiss, they don't do all that stuff. It just reminds me of that when I see them crawling around outside. Like, get the fuck off my porch.
They're not that bad. They die very easily. They're very easy to spot. They're easy to catch and kill. German cockroaches are if you get one in your house, move, because you're never getting rid of them. Even though someone told me they got rid of them just the other day, we were talking about this at work. It was a customer.
Down here?
Yeah, it was a customer. She said she had them. It was Georgetown. And she goes, yeah, I had German I'm like, you sure they're cockroaches or they're palmetto bugs? She goes, no, those little brown things, and they'll survive a fucking nuclear bomb. And yeah, I was like, and she even brought up the white ones, and we talked about those on podcasts. The white ones, they were like white ones. They were like albino cockroaches. And because like they're in the walls so long that they never see sunlight to turn brown. I'm like, what? Yeah. And we were talking about that, and she said she got rid of them at her grandmother's house or some shit. She bombed the inside of the walls, and
bullshit, dude.
I'm like, yeah, I don't think so, because there's so many.
They were probably on her clothes. Did you check the store,
dude? No, this was like going back. I don't know how we got the topic, but yeah, man, like they are so bad. They're so little. They live in walls. They can live anywhere in your house. If there's one that survives, they poop out, and like I remember what their eggs look like.
Like, I'm getting cold chills.
It's like, no, what are you feeling?
No,
right?
no, what?
Like their eggs would come out, and they were like little like hard things.
No.
But I remember when I was a kid, because like our first house that we had was infested. It was disgusting, and I told the story before. And I remember when I was a kid, like they were like normal just to see them in the house. It was like the normal thing because I always had them in the house when I was growing up. And I remember like I used to take them and throw them in the fish tank, and the fish would eat them. It's fish food. The fish would like come up and eat the cockroaches.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it was weird. And our fish weren't taken care of very well. And I remember a couple times there was a skeleton in there.
Come
on, and they would eat each other. Like the fish would eat each other.
Stop.
And they weren't even carnivorous fish.
What?
I told you, man, when I grew up poor, I grew up fucking poor, man. We had fucking cockroaches and shit. I thought it was normal. Like, you would see them, and it was like, all right, well, they're here. And when we got our first house without them, I remember, like, how weird it was. And I would think I'd see them in the corner of my eye. But they weren't there, you know? And it took our house burning down to get rid of those motherfuckers. That's how bad they were. And we moved to another place, and I remember, like, thinking all the time, like, holy fuck, I didn't even think, like, they're crawling and shit. It was that bad. It's fucking terrible, isn't it? Like I said, man, this thing would keep it brutally honest. Okay? Or 100.
Keeping it 100.
As they say. And that one I didn't learn at work. I learned that from the podcast. One podcast was Keeping It 100 with Conan.
I will say this, that when we moved down here and we learned we had to spray every 3 months, and we know what poisonous shit lives down here, I think we do bomb the house, too, at least once a year.
Yeah.
We buy like 12 freaking of those damn raid bombs.
Let the house go.
Not that we need it. We just do it. Yeah. At least once a year. Because there is shit down here like, oh man. And then we also have which I know, the pest control people are like, well, if you use that spray, it counteracts what we're doing. But we have the other spray too that I don't know what the hell it is.
No, they just don't want you to like forget about them.
Well, I said that one time. I don't know what the hell time. One of the times I called, they're like, well, we can't get you in for like 3 weeks. I'm like, well, I guess I'll just use my spray then and spray around the house because I'm seeing stuff.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, no, you can't do that. And then they were here the next day.
Well,
assholes. Don't fucking tell me you can't get in here.
Well, it's a very easy thing. I mean, like, what are they doing that we're not doing? They claim they have some special blend.
Give me a break. Remember the time that my dad had his lawn done?
Oh,
and they sprayed.
Boy, it was worse.
They sprayed something.
They sprayed manure. Face it, it was shit. Because I remember we came out and it smelled like shit. We were all drinking and we couldn't even stand to be out there. I think that was the first time we were drinking inside because it smelled like pure shit.
It smelled like a fucking barn.
It smelled like a racetrack. If any of you have ever been to a racetrack, it smelled like where the horses just shit.
He sprayed this dude, and
it wasn't your dad. It was a legitimate guy.
Because the guy came back. This was the second time in the month that he was called. The first time he came and sprayed, and then they saw stuff still. Mm-hmm. So he had to come back a second time. And at that time, I guess he was pissed off or something. And he sprayed something. And when he sprayed it, you couldn't tell.
Yeah.
He would just spray the lawn for pests. And then he got paid and went on his merry way. Well, about an hour or two later, after he left, we started smelling something. Like, what the fuck is that smell? I'm wondering what house it was coming from. Yeah. And bad. And with the South Carolina heat, oh my God.
He did something to make it smell like shit, and they had more bugs.
Within a week, my dad's lawn was horrific. It grew so much with the rain. And it's still growing like that.
Definitely fertilizer. It was fertilizer because it was shit. It was shit.
God.
It smelled so bad. I remember
my dad being so pissed off.
Oh no, he didn't do that. Yes, he did. Take a whiff, man. That's shit. It was pure shit. Like it smelled like a septic tank blew. That's how bad it was. It was disgusting. Oh Jesus! She just spit beer all over the place. She spit beer all over the place. It wasn't that funny. Ladies and gentlemen, I guess you would have had to have been there. She just yacked beer all over the place. It was pretty funny, though. But yeah, his house smelled so fucking bad, man. Like I don't know. It was fucking terrible. So this guy, and I remember that day as if it was yesterday because I was sitting in like the chair or whatever, and the guy was he had a stupid Southern accent, like, oh yeah, I'm there, Mister So and So, Mister So and So, and Miss So and So, and he was just sitting there spraying shit all over the yard, knowing what he did was going to be bad really soon. That's why he took off. And the funny thing about your dad, too, is give anybody doing work at his house the world.
Like a $50 tip.
Here's money. So
he's the house you want to go to, man. Yeah. If he's had a couple drinks, man, you can walk out of there with so much money.
Oh, yeah.
And he's not rich.
And he would offer beer to people, too. Oh, you're doing this. You want a beer?
If he's got cash on him, it's yours. Mm-hmm. And then he'll wake up, completely broken, wondering what the fuck happened. He has no idea.
When we first came down here, I remember we were betting on stuff. Like stupid shit. He would say, you want to bet? Mm-hmm. And I would prove him wrong. And we would bet this insane amount of money. I remember there was one sucker's bet.
It was, one of them was zombies in Florida.
Oh,
the bath salts,
right.
remember?
The bath salts, yeah.
And he didn't believe me.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. People are biting each other's faces off.
Yeah.
Well, that's a bunch of bullshit.
And we bet money, and he was like, here you go.
Yep.
And before 20 turned into $50, and then I gave him a chance to win his money back. And it was something so stupid, like how many NFL championships, counting Super Bowls, does the Giants have? And I'm like, 5. And he goes, no, they don't. And he got 2. And I'm like, the question says Super Bowl championships plus NFL championships. And he goes, they still only got 2. That's all they got. I'm like, 5. We looked it up online 3 or 4 times because he didn't believe it. And he kept checking. He's like, I guess they're doubling your money. And we woke up hungover as shit the next day. And I still had my regular clothes on. And I sleep pretty much just on my boxers. Nothing else on, ladies. So anyway.
Oh my God, dude.
So anyway, I woke up. I put my hand in my pocket looking for my glasses or some shit. I pull out all this fucking money. You're like, give it back to my dad. I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go. And he's like, no, you want it fair and square. We went out and had a good day.
I don't know, man. We got to start wrapping this up. This is way over 2 hours. We got to stop.
2 hours and 12 minutes. All right, so you got anything else you want to add to this?
I just want to thank we obviously ran out of time today, but I wanted to thank everyone for the 5-star reviews because we got, I think, 4 or 5 this week.
We did. We got
we got quite a few, and I'm so happy. You're pulling it up. Blow through them quick because
did we read any comments the other day? I could have swore we read a couple.
I don't know. I don't even know the last time I did a damn podcast. I think we had those on backup, the ones that we posted.
Oh yeah, you're right. So I was just looking at the numbers that we actually had right now, and I just want to see
255. I think we're at.
If we got any more today, because if we got any more, I would read one out real quick or so. Just because people need to be appreciated for the things.
Oh yeah, I have no problem. It's just we're over 2 hours, so I will do it next time.
We're at 256.
God damn it, we got another one. All right, pull them up because now I want to know what it says.
Yeah, we talked about those people, so yeah, they got it. I have to scroll all the way to the bottom, and I'm not trying to brag, but we got a lot to scroll through, so I'm just blah, 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 going down. It's going. I'm trying to find it. So we got 256. Hopefully there's a comment. Sometimes they just leave a 5-star or whatever, and they don't leave a comment. Oh, okay. So this wasn't... It was a good one. It was a 5-star. It says, keep up the good work by HDS. GERA HDS. Thank you for that. So, and that was 8 hours ago. So
we did get some the last couple days, but I don't want to go through all those right now because we are running out of time.
We got a lot of 5-star reviews. It's late here on the East Coast, ladies and gentlemen. We put out a show. It's a random clusterfuck of bullshit.
I think this is the most clusterfuck there is.
This one's all over the place, but you know what? We talked about wrestling.
Death.
Yeah.
Nasty ass food, bugs.
Well, it'll be in the description. God damn it. Listen, we talk about wrestling, and it's kind of a downer to start off with that bullshit. So I think from now on we're going to save our predictions till the end, and not start off with that
that's
downer.
What we want to do?
I think so because wrestling fucking sucks. But we're going to do that. I think next one we're going to just do a regular show, and then at the end do the actually what happened after the pay-per-view. You know, like
we'll be doing it at the beginning of next week sometime to do the review.
Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll just end with wrestling instead of beginning with wrestling because fuck wrestling, dude.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm the nerd, you're the nerdette. You can find us on Twitter at Voices Misery, Gmail, Voices Misery Podcast, and she show me her tits at gmail.com.
Are you fucking serious, dude?
You're pulling your shirt down and you're scratching.
My neck.
Yeah, but the way you're rubbing it. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
I got to get out of here, guys, because it's that time of night, and it's... Oh, you got anything you want to end with?
Just fuck off.
Twitch.tv/Voices Misery Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next time.
Yo, law infidel, Hacker Hameen here. I just wanted to take a minute and give a shout out to our boys on the independent media scene at Voices of Misery on Twitter. Give them a follow or check them out, voicesofmisery.podbean.com. They're doing the same thing we are, trying to build their platform, overcome corporate media by putting out great content for all their listeners every week. So check them out. Again, Voices of Misery, wherever you get all your content. iTunes, I'm sure they're on Stitcher, Spotify, wherever you guys get it. Listen, because they're hooking us up all month long. All the content you hear at hackerhameen.podbean.com is because they sponsored us this month. So do us a solid. Go back over there. Let's all support each other. And we're going to overcome together this corporate media that is so bunk that none of us want to listen to it anymore. So yo, law infidels, that's not an ask. That's a command. Hacker Hameen says you will follow at Voices of Misery, or else I'll put some misery in your life. YOLO!
Ring the bell, cause the pain is so vital. He can lose by a count, I'm still retaining the title. You can win by DQ with your